The things we do to entertain ourselves.
Like it's just trying to assimilate with everything.
Assimilate.
Yeah, like it was this little.
Say that word again, Chris.
Assimilate.
I like it.
Assimilate.
I like it.
It was like it's like this little fucking tube monster
Assimilate.
that like kills people. Assimilate.
It's
That's
funny
how
when
we
people
do
are
it.
high and they say words because they're just like,
Yeah.
words are cool.
Roads.
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 Limit.
Who would build the Ruads?
I'm watching the show. You guys look so awesome.
I'm just watching.
I love this
I'm watching
show.
the show, watching me, watching
This
it.
show is
bro.
so tight. It's like everything
I'm
I
just
do.
watching the interaction. It's
Chris,
just so beautiful.
Chris, mouth that you're like doing the intro, but don't really say anything. Oh yeah!
Yeah, welcome back to another exciting episode of Grim 86 Freedom First Podcast, broadcasting from the West Coast. How you guys doing out there? I'm Chris.
My name's Jamie.
I'm Johnny Doe.
And I'm Aaron Danger.
You had to think about it for a second.
I did. I was like,
all right.
Hey, Ron.
Did I go with Aaron and
Yeah.
or just Aaron? Aaron.
That's
As
actually what I call my son's friend, Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron, and you're
Well,
just like,
it's one of the
and
most
he-
classic skits ever. So
Yeah.
And does he have that look like? Okay, Aaron.
Yeah, except
Awesome.
he's 24, and when he does that, you know.
is that even
It's
too
hilarious.
old for him? Or is that
Maybe.
Does
they
he
know-
even get the
Dude,
reference?
I don't think it
Yeah,
ever
'cause
gets
it-
old. You know, Aaron is like universal throughout all.
Yeah,
the
no,
ages.
I get
timeless.
it. I get it.
It's timeless.
Some
I
people
get it.
don't know.
Mm.
I barely know. I'm old.
all
Johnny,
good.
that was the first time you've introduced yourself, and I didn't have to take my headset off. That
Yeah.
was pretty sweet. I like that.
You're welcome.
It was
Was
like,
that was way
Just always got to keep you guessing,
coming in
bro.
soft.
yeah, it is.
You're
welcome.
That was awesome.
So, Jamie, anything new with you? Got anything going on?
So nice.
Nothing
and
new,
soft.
not
You want
really.
to tell him about the live stream we did whenever he's done
Yeah,
singing?
we just did an amazing live
Chris is
stream.
high, so yeah, that's cool.
A little bit.
Huge-
I'm
huge-
getting back down.
Huge shout out to a
Slowly.
couple of different members. Valerie, thank you very much for the donation of
Yep.
the world's hottest gummy bear. And then
or
Really?
not thanking you.
yeah,
Really?
or whatever. Yeah, yes.
Right.
And then also big shout out to Sean and Chelsea who donated a total of $26 to the show so that
Awesome.
we could buy 2 more of the world's hottest gummy bears.
Word.
And so we got 3 coming to us. We got a couple of big donations.
And you're going to do that on the live
Live
show,
stream,
right?
yeah.
That's on the live stream.
That's awesome. Man.
It's better to get the real
Yeah.
reaction and not edited, you know what I mean?
I'm a little
Right. Totally check out our live stream.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
cool, man.
I'm a
Every
little
Monday.
scared, you guys, of it. That ramen that we did sat about 8,800 on the Scoville scale. This gummy bear sits at about 9 million on the Scoville scale.
Holy shit.
So
Yep.
I can't believe you've done this.
Do you know what the Carolina Reaper is?
Carolina Reaper, I think, is 1.6 million.
Oh my god.
So I don't even know what
I like
the fuck.
hot. You know, I like hot.
Oh, this is
yeah.
beyond that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Like I can handle like, you know,
You
jalapenos
sadistic
or
motherfucker, dude.
What?
Yeah.
You know, Carolina Reaper.
Well, there's 3 of those
You know what?
motherfuckers coming to
I
that
would
we have to eat.
I would not have ever purchased the other 2 if we didn't get the donation for exactly that.
Right.
Gee, I can
So-
only imagine the heat on that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but thank you for the donation.
Well,
That's so
what
awesome.
I will do is I will cut mine.
Oh, I'm not gonna eat the whole fucking thing.
I'm going to cut
kidding?
mine, so I'm just going to eat the head first.
Ooh.
And then if it's too brutal for me, whoever has leftovers will repackage for whoever else on the podcast want one.
Oh my god.
Do you want
What do
one?
they not it?
Not it? You don't
You're not
have
down?
to do it. No
Aaron's
one's
not
saying
down.
anyone has to do it, but you want to try
No,
one, right?
honestly,
Maybe,
I know
don't
Kenny
know.
will wanna
Let
try
me think
it.
about it.
Dude, story.
It's like me and Jamie and Bo don't even have a choice. We're just like, yeah, we're fucked. We're
yeah,
on the
we'll
live
eat
stream.
it.
Yeah, let me think about it.
I know Kenny's gonna.
I'm not a wuss when it comes
Oh, yeah,
to this
Kenny
stuff.
will.
I am.
I'm just saying, like, let me think about
Dude,
it.
one time I was handed like this, like, here, try this tortilla soup, and it happened to have like this big glob of like dark stuff on it.
Was it a tortilla?
It was on a tortilla. It was on a fried tortilla. It was nice.
Is that what it was?
It was.
What
fried
was it? What
tortilla.
actually was it? Though?
Well, it was a piece of chicken with a fucking big glob of like this fucking hot sauce from this
like it didn't get mixed into the
like this
soup?
Dave's insanity sauce where you like put like this drop.
Oh
in, like,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Have you heard of that?
It's oil. It's not even
yeah,
and
it's
just
black
straight
as
oil.
shit. Yeah. So my buddy gives it to me, buddy. That's a loose term right now. so he hands it to me, right? And I eat it, right? And he has this look like, oh. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's already, I've already ingested it, and by then, dude, it's like
it was
everything
too late.
starts burning.
It was too late, and you were on your way to hell.
And he's laughing, dude. And I swear to God, dude, I try to be mellow as fuck. I've always tried to be, but dude, I was this close from just picking him up, and he was a little dude. I mean, like 5'4". Yeah,
Gonna hurt.
You got the devil's cock in
oh,
your
dude, I was gonna pick him up, put him through the fucking
devil
wall.
put his cock in your mouth.
But then you remembered the NAP.
I ran outside. I ran to the neighbor's house, Charlie Brown. I went to the house, and thank God he was coming over, and he's all, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, "I burn, and he's all, "I'll get you some milk, bro."
Bitches.
Bitches.
Oh man.
The devil's
But dude, I was so pissed. I thought, dude, hey, I really wanted to hurt that man.
Yeah, I believe you. Did you have anything happen interesting with your son?
Oh yeah.
He got a boo boo.
He got a boo boo.
Yeah, just it's just one of those things where you just don't know what's gonna happen anytime. Like, he just so happened to go outside with my wife while we're at dinner. We just ordered our food, and he spilled his drink. He was preoccupied trying to multitask, even though we know multitasking doesn't work. And then he spills his drink all over himself. So it's like, you know what? Let's try to get you, cleaned up. Let's try to get you a shirt out of the car. So we go in. So he follows my wife outside. He's jumping around outside. Then boom, slips off the curb. Tries to catch himself with his arm. Here's a click.
Oh
Wow!
Did he just break his arm,
dude?
Did you just break his arm, dude?
He just broke his arm, and it's like, wow. And then I didn't, fucking asshole me. I'm thinking it's like, you know what, this kid. I mean, he'll get like sick, and then we take him to the doctor.
Right.
Oh, he's fine. So I'm thinking,
man.
me and my injuries when I was a kid, I've dislocated I've dislocated joints, broken things, and it's like, oh, we don't catch it till the next day.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul, dude. You get tougher. But I didn't know how bad it was till he's like drifting in and out of consciousness.
Oh,
and
Jesus
it's like,
Christ,
Damn,
dude!
that's
and
some
then I'm
pain,
like,
man.
yeah, let's then get my wife is like looking at me like, well, what do we was like, well, get
Take
the bill.
him to the hospital, yeah.
Like we're going to spend a good time, a good amount of time at the hospital, but we ended up going to a really good hospital, spending 5 hours there.
Always is the way it is.
Yeah.
He got hooked up, but really good doctor, excellent doctor, orthopedic, bone doctor and all that other stuff. Awesome.
Well, they got to do x-rays and all that shit too, right?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the whole staff was awesome.
Cool.
I mean, I couldn't.
So you got patched up and back in the game?
So to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sidelined for a bit, but oh well.
What sports is he playing?
Basketball.
Right
he
now?
Had,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
he had one more
That's
tournament.
rough.
He had one more tournament.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it happens.
But, he'll be ready for next season. But
Well, at least he's okay now.
Oh,
That's
hell yeah.
the most important thing.
yeah. Oh, yeah. He's
Damn, that's crazy, man.
just out of nowhere, it's like, dude, he fell. And it's like, really? And it's like, not even was that serious. Because I've seen him take falls before.
Right.
In
Well, all
sports.
kids fall. I mean,
Yeah.
shit.
But
we used to
like
fall a
that.
lot.
Yeah.
I fell a lot.
I did too, on bikes, just plowing into cars
Nothing's
and shit.
wrong with me now.
I bounced,
all right.
man. I
I'm
Look
bounced.
at me, I'm fine.
I'm all right.
Oh, shit.
Kids fall, man.
What's new with you, Chris? Anything new with you?
Just doing my thing, traveling.
Floating on clouds and
Yeah.
shit.
Up and down,
Cool. Any
forward and backward.
You've been staying in the present time lately?
No.
I was going to ask you about it.
I mean, it's classified, but I mean, I just was curious.
this is,
I know that's about all you can say.
This is actually past Chris. It's with you guys tonight. So.
So you don't know about Area 51 yet?
Area what?
Area 51?
I thought we covered that a little
What
bit.
is it? I've never
thought he
heard
said
of
we
Area
won.
51 in our time.
We won. Spoiler alert.
In which time? In our time? Is that your time?
That's
Your
the question,
time?
Aaron.
Your time, ours, or our time, ours? Are you from the future or the
Is
past?
time linear, Aaron?
He's from the past, he said. He said he was past Chris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
So past.
I could be from anywhere.
I wish
in
he'd go
timeline,
back
man.
further where he didn't have that hat anymore.
This hat will never go away.
I know,
buddy.
that's why I said it.
I smell.
It's like eternal.
I smell a paradox. I don't like this.
So anyone else? No? Good?
I'm just looking forward
Pleasantries
to
and the unfortunate accident with your son. We got caught up here.
I'm just looking forward to the Garlic Festival next weekend.
I'm not.
I love the Garlic
I
Festival.
hate the garlic festival.
I've never
Dirt, people,
Oh,
heat,
man.
I've never been.
traffic.
Bro.
I've never been either.
It was
I've always
fun
been
when I was
around
a
it.
kid. It was really cool when I was a kid. But
I
now,
just like it. I just love the food there. I
Yeah.
love seeing
I heard
if you
the
like
food's
the food,
awesome.
yeah.
But I mean, I heard that you got to go on like Fridays, because if not, dude, if you go on the weekends, it's like fucking Volta Loco.
A lot of people say go on Sunday too.
Friday is
Saturday's the big day.
Usually locals get in at a discount or for free on Friday. So if you have your ID and it has a Gilroy
Address.
you have to edit, probably have to edit that. But yeah, if it has a
I think we all gave it away when we're talking about the Garlic Fest.
yeah. All right. Well,
I don't think any other place in America has a garlic.
yeah. If you have an ID
Yeah,
from here, either way.
Fresno is thinking about taking over Garlic
Fridays.
Festival.
Fuck Fresno.
Is that real?
Yeah, apparently so. I mean, people were all up in arms about it.
But I mean,
yeah, that would
but-
suck.
but China
would
has.
suck, man.
But China is actually the
No,
most.
not China. Fresno.
No,
Yeah,
but
no,
he's
no,
saying-
no,
Oh, yeah,
China. You know, I know
Number
Fresno,
one
but
producer
yeah,
of
number
garlic.
one producer
Yeah.
is actually China. It's not.
Do you guys know how to tell the difference between local garlic and Chinese garlic?
I think I do.
It's actually not a joke, Johnny.
Yeah.
Like,
I wanted to say
Okay.
something so bad.
so
I'm automatic vegan joke.
there's so on the bottom of a garlic garlic clove, there's a ball where the roots grow out of. There in America, we have in California, I guess the one that comes from here, the bulb still exists on the garlic that's in our stores.
Mm-hmm.
If that is carved out, almost like it looks like it was carved out with a melon baller, that's Chinese garlic. They don't allow roots from other countries to be
Transport,
imported.
yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
So if it's
Or import it, export it, whatever.
meloned out or
Yeah.
whatever, that's overseas garlic. If it's not, it's local garlic. You can always tell.
So they don't want. They probably have a patent on their garlic, and we have a patent on
Or
ours.
something.
It's
Yeah.
something to do with the roots, though. That's what it was. Like you
Like-
can't transport that. Some kind of U.S. bullshit.
It is, yeah. It's some fucking
'Cause of all the Chinese
statist
medicine crap.
legislation bullshit.
Huh.
So they just outlaw.
Yeah,
all the
that's
roots.
kind of what I was getting. Like,
Yeah.
it's probably way overregulated, right?
Sure. Always.
Everything's
State is.
overregulated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something funny, but
But is it better?
I don't think it's better. I mean, I
I was
don't know if I've ever had it, to be honest with
Oh.
you. I couldn't tell you. We should do a garlic comparison
Yeah, I'm good.
one day on the live stream.
turn into a fucking third-eyed mutant with all their
America
fucking
versus
chemicals they have
China.
in their fucking shit.
Iron
Toxic
Chef
waste in the
garlic.
water.
I had to do. I ever tell you guys about the garlic beer at the garlic festival?
Yes.
I've
No,
heard
no,
about
no,
it,
no,
dude.
no,
I've
no,
heard
no.
about it
No,
before.
you have not.
So
What's
I
this
went up
garlic
to.
beer?
There's an area. There's a booth there. It's a round booth, and you walk up there, and what they do is they give you a little pouch that has like a card in it on how to grow garlic, and they give you like a clove of garlic, so you can take it home, you can put it in the ground, you can plant it, you can grow your own garlic. Well, I walk up to this thing just kind of checking it out, and the guy goes, "Hey man, you ever had a garlic beer?" And I'm like, "No." That sounds awesome. I was like,
Sounds
"Where do I get
horrible.
one of those?" He goes, "Here, take this," and it's a clove, like a whole clove of garlic, and he goes,
Right.
"Put this in your mouth and chew it up, and then chug the rest of your beer." And so I fucking did. Put it in my mouth, chewed the whole thing up. Boom. Down goes the beer, and I was like, "Awesome!" And he's like, "Do you live here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I live here." And he's like, "Oh, that's why you didn't freak the fuck out right now." I was like, "Yeah, like that."
Oh, he
was
was trying to play a joke.
yeah, because it was spicy. Don't get me wrong, but it was like I handled it, no problem. And he's
Yeah.
like, "Do you live here?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's
like,
like,
"What are you,
oh,
fucking
okay."
amateur?"
Yeah.
No, honestly, I gotta tell
I
you,
don't
when
know,
I first
fucking
moved down
amateur
here,
hour over here. Or?
Now, I am not a native to Gilroy. When I first moved down here, the summertime, I swear to God, dude, my sinuses and everything were like, you could smell the garlic, like
Oh yeah.
like strong. And it, my wife would be like, "What's wrong?" I'd be like, "I have a fucking headache." "Why? What's wrong?" "Oh, what's wrong?" It's like all I smell is fucking garlic, and it's horrible.
It's the most beautiful smell in the world.
And now it's like, and now I miss it because it's like I don't
can't smell it
anything.
anymore,
I
yep.
don't smell it.
I love it.
I don't smell it.
I
I'm
don't-
everything about it.
Uh,
I was born on it. I was raised on
why
it.
is every story I want to tell tonight like ones I can't tell because they're like borderline racist in my head? I'm like, fuck, I can't tell it.
Well, you could just edit it out later if it's
Yeah.
too bad.
Would anti-vampire be racist?
No,
Well, I joked when I moved here that I was moving here so I won't be attacked by vampires because they can't live in Gilroy.
they cannot.
No.
But
to
that was
vampire
a
free
fact.
zones.
But that would actually be racist, other than what we call racist, right? Because
Racist?
it's a different race of living.
I
Well,
think
it's life and
Oh,
death, so
it's
I
like
don't think it's
speciesist.
it's more of
You're
a
a
different
species.
species.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
Speciesist.
like they're technically a predator of humans. If
Say
you
that.
want to think about it.
Say it.
But
Say
I
it.
mean, like,
Speciesist.
I mean, when I think
Species.
race, I think like Dungeons and Dragons.
The
and you
little
have
pause, I
your
love it. It
humans
was
and
awesome.
your half orcs and your
Speciesist.
humans and your elves and shit. I mean, that's like
Elves.
racist,
Where the
right?
fuck did elves come into the story?
Those are
Well,
races, yeah. But
yeah,
they're,
those are racist,
yeah,
right? I mean,
I guess you're right. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be racist compared to like?
yeah, but
No,
vampires
no.
were originally people.
Yeah, no, and I don't think so because you can be an elf
Right?
vampire or an orc vampire. I think, right?
Well, yeah, because
So-
you're infected
Yeah,
by
yeah.
the vampire virus
But
or whatever.
the vampire
You can be whatever you want.
vampirism, I think, is
A disease.
We'll call it a mutation. How about that?
Fucking stupid, Chris.
It's a mutation.
Whatever you want.
So it's like a
Boys
Blue
and
Lives
girls at
Matter
home, you
thing,
can
right?
be any kind of vampire you want.
Any shade. Sparkly vampires.
Sure, right? Unicorn vampires.
You could be a fucking
Hippopotamus.
Twilight vampire, a Blade vampire.
Walrus
Douche
vampire.
flute vampires.
You motherfuckers, all of you, dude. I was sitting here trying to attack this
Logically.
from like a real like fandom perspective.
And we just go even
So is
more
that-
dumb.
and you just come in and shit all over everything. I fucking hate
You know what,
you.
John?
you're
We're gonna have
welcome.
to get on a serious tip. Just me and you, like serious fucking off podcast where we talk about nerd shit.
I wanted to do a nerd podcast with
Let's
Chris
do it.
and with fucking
Let's
wants to
nerd
do
out,
gaming
man.
and shit.
Nerd out.
All right, let's attack this issue. Go,
Okay.
Jamie. Go.
All right.
So-
what would the topic be?
No, he was.
Oh, okay.
Let him
Go
I'm
ahead.
just saying,
Sorry.
if okay,
And
Go.
and it's serious. So Dungeons and Dragons are real serious, right? So like if you were saying there's orcs, there's elves, there's humans, there's dwarves, goblins,
Halflings.
Right.
all these things, right? Those are
See, I love these things. Yeah, I don't know why I find it so
minotaurs,
funny.
whatever. Okay, so I got that
Okay, go
part.
ahead.
So what?
so those are races, right? Now every one of those races can be.
Are they though?
I think so.
I'm serious. Like, aren't they more like different species, kind of?
Yeah, that's
They're
what
not
I'm saying,
human.
man.
I can see where that argument can be made, but
Sure.
in the books they call them races. They're
What
different
is
races.
a race?
I love the but are they though was serious and funny at
And
the same
yeah,
time.
both. The double whammy.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, continue. So what
So-
you're trying to say is
I'm saying that vampirism is more so like a mutation that can happen to any race. So regardless of your race, you can still become a vampire.
like a disease, an infection, a virus.
Exactly.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's spread, right?
Yes.
So you can be an orc vampire. You can be a human vampire.
Yeah, and that was kind of my point that it wasn't because he's. What did you say? It was a species or whatever. And I'm like, no, it's
Yeah.
a disease, bro.
yeah. I think
Cancer is not a species.
You're right.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
You're more
All
than
right, so there we
you're
answered
more
it,
than your
and it was all
disease.
serious.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
You're absolutely right.
You're
All right.
more than your
It is-
disease.
Are we happy with the conclusion?
Well, certain
Science.
cancers attack certain things.
I am. I'm happy with it
Science.
because
Yeah.
I came up
Okay.
with it.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's all
Science.
because I made it up. I
So
will
is
take
it like
credit for
contamination
Fuck you
or is
guys.
it
It is.
yeah, right?
We just
Yeah,
said
yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
an invasive species.
Yeah. I mean, you're sick. I mean, you got to
right.
fucking
Like a virus.
Yeah.
Because don't they usually consider it like that? Like in most of the.
But yeah, wasn't it's been well
Like the
established,
greatest-
right? I mean,
like
I
the
thought that was
greatest-
like normal.
In the folklore.
In
type.
the
Yeah.
greatest Marvel movie ever made, Blade.
I thought you were gonna say Twilight.
Blade. Greatest Marvel movie ever made, Blade. They actually explain it to where it's more of a disease than a,
Species.
species.
Sure.
Yeah, they try to use like real science
Yeah.
to explain.
So
it.
I
Yeah.
think.
Well, then what the fuck was that whole conversation about? You're the one who said it was racist, Aaron, and then now you're like,
I know
oh,
he
by
changed
the, way,
the whole thing. He argued with
You
himself.
did a
Oh,
180.
see, I mean,
You did a
that's a
fucking
good
180.
thing.
Nonetheless,
Now
we got
you
to
realized-
the bottom of this.
Yeah.
We got to the bottom of it, John.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's important is content.
Why is the white
and
guy always yelling at the black guy?
I
just don't
appreciate
get
what
it.
you did. Is what happened.
Brought it full circle for us.
Hey,
Did a
Jamie,
180. Yeah.
I agree with you, bro.
You started this whole 5-minute rant
I'm glad.
that just turned into nothing.
I'm glad we got
Sure.
to.
But we got to nerd out and like people that were unsure if it was a different like race or
Yeah.
whatever species.
Now you know.
Now they know.
I'm
It's
just
an
glad we
infection.
got to a common ground. On
Yeah,
that
because
one.
like zombies, right? Same thing.
Yeah.
I was
right.
just gonna bring that up.
Okay.
Yeah, so you wouldn't consider
dude.
zombies a
Nailed
race,
it,
would
bro.
you? Right? Yeah.
No.
They're,
Yeah.
it's a disease
Sure.
or something.
Yeah.
So a
You're
zombie
the
would be
disease and
the
I'm
same
the
thing
cure.
as Dracula then.
Well, not the same thing, but
But,
they're
like,
both
the
like
same
an infection
species.
type
No,
thing.
they
No,
well,
no,
Or
no.
the same
No, no,
virus?
they could
be.
No.
They
No,
could be.
because zombies are stupid as fuck, right? Vampires are smarter. They gain strength. They got agility. They're
The vampires are only smarter, I think, because they are older. Like, you can be a dumbass
Well,
and become a vampire, and that
yeah.
guy will still be a dumbass.
But
you know?
but no, wait. No, you are right, but you're wrong too, right? Because zombies automatically become like rabies style, like
because they regress mentally. They
they're
regress
just like
into
a
straight-
killing state kind of.
So,
concept.
okay,
but that's
Where
brain
vamp-
deterioration
so-
and shit.
Right,
If
but
we
vampires
had-
stay smart
if
and
we-
then gain knowledge because of age, like you
Exactly.
were saying.
Okay, so if something was in the same family, let's say like the dead, right?
This is the greatest conversation.
Or how about
I've
like a
ever had.
werewolf?
No, like
No, that's
like if you were a species,
hold that thought.
but you were part of a family, and one
Stuck
of the
on the species word.
one of the families. Damn you, John.
sorry. So there's a zombie and a vampire.
Right.
One of the,
okay. So they're the same. They're the same like genus. They become the same genus rather than species or
what the fuck do genies have to do with this story?
Do
We're
you
not
mean
talking about Aladdin.
Well,
here,
for
bro.
example,
Will Smith.
genie
genius or movie
For example-
genre or movie genre?
like a
What do you
mummy,
need?
right?
Poof. What do you need?
Like a mummy would be in the same class. Oh, okay, maybe that's something.
So you're
Classification.
talking
As-
a
okay,
mummy,
as
a
undead,
vampire,
undead.
as genre,
yeah,
not
undead.
as genre.
Yeah, okay.
Let me help you here.
Like movie
Alright.
genre.
Undead.
Like
So what you're saying is they're kind of in the same classification as they are living dead.
Right.
That's what you're trying to say?
No.
like necromancers
I'm lost.
would be considered
Okay, so-
living dead.
What-
so
what's your-
so
No,
that would be
no,
that
no,
would
no.
be a part of a family or classification. Would be like
I would not consider. I would consider more a zombie and a mummy to be more in the same class
right.
than a vampire.
That's the
that wouldn't you agree
so
with
there
that?
would be like subgroups inside the species of but they would be somehow connected, and they could pass each other a virus, right?
I just think that vampires are far superior.
I agree.
You'll get no
Yeah.
argument.
Yeah,
I'm just
that's all I'm saying. Like
yeah.
I don't feel like they can even be in the same category.
So,
you
Aaron,
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
That-
yeah.
I'm being serious.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Aaron,
now I get it.
A
Yep.
necromancer is one who conjures the dead. They're
Oh, yeah,
actually- they're
yeah,
like,
it's
it's
not
more like
necromance.
a sorcerer is more of
Yeah,
a
not having sex with.
He's the one who
Necromancer.
summons the necros.
The necros.
yeah. I just think that so first of all, they're all fucking fictional, so we can
Debatable.
we can go on about this forever, right?
debatable.
But I think like zombie, mummy, they're similar.
I mean, they
because
come
they're
from
slow.
somewhere.
They're probably the
Yeah.
closest together, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
Like White Zombie.
But a vampire.
Did you see
I
the
love
original?
that
yeah.
movie.
I mean,
own that movie.
the zombie was.
That's a different kind of zombie. So then we
Yeah,
have to break
yeah.
the zombies into two
Oh,
right,
classes.
right.
I was
The-
just thinking
the-
that.
the
I mean,
West-
do we
but
have
they were
these?
the original.
Yeah, the West
zombies,
Indie style, like
Yeah.
brainwashed zombie. Remember, we had to
Right.
explain that to Jamie because he didn't even know about that. Remember?
Right,
So you have like the voodoo witch doctor type zombies that actually exist in the real world,
right.
and then you have the other, and also Hollywood, obviously,
Right.
and then you have the zombies like Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead. Yeah,
So
that-
you have
yeah.
the whole.
Well, okay,
like,
so-
just fucking murder you.
Infected is a very specific type of zombie because there's living dead.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then there's infected.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
I like that.
And then there's
better.
that third one that you taught me
The-
about, right?
The voodoo type. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Voodoo.
So one is controlled by like a hive mind almost because one person is controlling them. One
Yeah.
is infected, so it's a virus that spreads, and then the other one are. I think it can also be a virus, but it happens when you die, you become the zombie. Versus when you get bit, you are turned into a zombie.
Right.
Because there's two different kinds, right? Like there's one where you get bit and you're fine until you die, then you get reanimated.
Yeah.
And there's one where you get
The
bit.
virus is already in you at that point.
Right,
Right,
but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
dormant until you die.
yeah.
And then there's the
Okay,
one
yeah.
where you get bit and it's infected and you're
Yeah, kinda
and
like
it's
The Walking
actively
Dead.
it turns
Yeah.
you into a zombie, like you become
Worst show
a
ever.
zombie. Yeah, so I think it's
It was
it's
okay
important
for
to
a little
distinguish the
while.
three different
No,
types
it
of zombies
wasn't.
there.
That was like the what not to do. Watch The Walking Dead, and zombies happen. What do I do? Exactly what The Walking Dead did not do.
Yeah, anything that they did in The Walking Dead, don't do, and you'll live.
I think it was pretty innovative for the time it came
I
out.
hate that show.
Honestly, I was super excited for it. I was like, oh, fucking Walking Dead, that's awesome. The first.
Oh, I was stoked for it
season,
too when I heard about it, and
And
I was
then
like, "Oh, I want to see
After
this."
watching it, and it's like, dude, this
Eh,
is fucking
wah, wah.
shit.
Yep. Well, me and my boy Chuck, we actually were talking this week, and I have, I feel like it might be the first I think it's 4 or 5 comics of Walking Dead, and we want to burn them and record it on the podcast. So
Oh.
Nice.
that's how much we hate The Walking Dead.
Like I read, the whole.
I never
like,
knew that, Johnny.
books.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
It's garbage, and I love horror movies.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's not really the horror.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
drama.
it's
Yeah.
cock a poo poo. All right. So, any other questions about the monsters and
I think I got a pretty good handle on it.
yeah, Chris?
So,
Huh?
Chris is sleeping.
So-
Chris is not with us right now.
I'm
He'll be
falling
back.
in and out of consciousness.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to bring up our first free talk topic of the day.
Peyote.
This is going to be a story about 5 guys
Yep.
arrested after fight at 5 Guys restaurant.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
you can't make this stuff up, folks.
No, not really. Well, yeah.
Right next to the Cold Stone.
Oh, does this have a video?
Nope.
I don't-
It's
is
just a little bit right.
that- is
Go
that a
up.
picture?
Yeah. So they got a call, and where was it? The only thing I don't remember. Florida, is it? Oh, yeah, Florida.
Not surprised.
So they got a call for a fight and whatever, and they arrested 3 juveniles that were guys, and then 2 adults that were in a big fight. And so they arrested 5 guys and 5 guys. I think it's pretty hilarious. There was not really much to this story, really.
There's not a whole
It's
lot
more
to
the
it, folks.
This
It's,
one is literally
Right.
the title.
The
It was
title.
5 guys arrested out of 5 guys.
Yeah.
Come on, what do you want? Like we were not going to talk about it?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
It's too dumb for us not to engage in.
So just if you wanted to learn more though, because there wasn't that much in that, you just type in on
What was the
Pornhub,
fight
5
about?
guys. So
They just give you that juicy headline.
that was
they don't
it.
tell you what.
No, they didn't say
What
shit.
the
It was
whole
a fight.
Chris, does it
was an
fucking
article.
matter?
Everything
Yeah,
he
it
did
does, dude. I
It
kind of
does
want to
matter.
know.
But if you want to know more, you go on
Yeah.
Pornhub and you type in 5 guys and see
yeah,
what
I'm gonna
happens.
check that out.
Yeah.
Sure, do it.
Yeah, type in 5 guys on 5 guys, and then
Yes.
it'll come up.
5 on 5.
Yes.
Yeah, more information will come
Lot-
up.
a
on
lot
that.
I think I had a burger that from there. It was like 5 on 5.
In Pornhub. Look up that too and get back to us in the comments on what that is.
Let us
'cause
know what you
that's
found.
some shit I don't know about.
You know what?
You at home do the research.
Hey,
Hashtag look it up.
you know
Start
what?
making up terms.
Oi, there might be money to be made there.
Just don't attach our names.
If Pornhub started
Yeah.
selling cheeseburgers,
Yeah.
like, could you imagine you fucking crank one out and you're like, oh, I'm fucking
Dude,
one out.
hungry,
I could
dude.
use a
I'm hungry."
cheeseburger.
And it's like a cheeseburger button, and you get it, and then fucking
Porn.
Get
Pornhub.
it? Because it can
Yeah.
crank it out of the oven or crank one
and then somebody delivers you a Pornhub cheeseburger, like fucking.
Dude.
with the Pornhub
With the
wrapper,
logo and
dude.
shit on
The
it.
wrapper, bro.
Yeah.
It's like a
That would be
fucking.
legit.
It's like a special app, dude. Like you know,
While
like
you're
bring it
wearing your
up.
Grim 86 shirt.
Oh, there you go.
Just saying.
Yeah.
It's like cheeseburger from where? Fucking
Pornhub
Carl's Jr.,
cheeseburger.
fucking McDonald's, In-N-Out. You know, you got your fucking
Dude.
favorites up there.
No
It's got,
idea.
it's got the Pornhub topper on the car, so like everyone knows.
like Jack in the Box.
Jacking it.
It's got to be a black car,
Jacking it.
a black tinted out car,
He said jacking
a
it.
Ford
in the
Raptor,
box.
a Ford Hood, a
Crank
Ford
one
Raptor.
out. Crank one out.
Oh, you silly bastards.
Jerking it.
5 guys at 5 guys, folks.
I like
That's-
it.
That's
I think
the,
it's a great story.
That's the level. That's the level of quality.
Yeah,
we're taking
I wanna
you
know-
guys.
Those are one of those stories where
I
like
want to know more, but I'm afraid.
Right.
now.
Well, everyone like shares stories. They only read the headline, and that
Right.
literally is
Dude, that
just
is
the
an
headline.
attention
Other
grabber,
than
dude.
the 3 of them were juveniles and 3 of them were adults. Other than that, you don't learn anything else. And then, oh, it was in Florida. That was it.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Continue.
So our next one
All
is I'm gonna go and pull it up so they can see it. We'll go over here. What is that? Georgia? Georgia cops pose construction workers to catch distracted drivers. I'm gonna go ahead and I think this is a video. So I'm
Oh
gonna
my
play it.
God, I see that all day long.
Let's see.
Hiding in plain
I'm watching
sight,
it all day
dressed in
long while I'm
traffic sign
driving.
Yellow, some holding surveying gear, or even a shovel. These aren't Cobb DOT workers; they're police officers, all armed with a radio, alert waiting officers who then pull out to make the stop. Officers from Ackworth, Kennesaw, and Cobb County all took
Oh,
part
they
in
just
this
all got
hands-free
together
law
and decided
operation,
they want to go
writing
steal some
plenty of
money, huh?
tickets, but
This
they didn't
fat
fool
fuck.
everyone.
I asked him, I was like, what do you guys work? He said, there's surveys. I mean, come on now.
What?
You're
What?
not tricking me.
They
For
said they're
those caught,
surveyors,
the first
dude.
offense comes
Wow.
with a $50 fine, then goes up to
So they
100.
lie to you,
Instead of
too.
lying, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
They extort your money and then they
Phone
fucking are
mounted
lying
up on
about
your
it.
windshield or dash, that's
And
okay.
that's not even
in your
entrapment,
hand,
dude.
not okay. Earbuds, they are legal as long as you're only wearing one. Cops
What
Jesus
a
Christ,
joke, dude.
bro.
If you're distracted, you're
drivers.
So
distracted.
if we can do something to prevent those, we want to do that.
What's going on with her
Tuesday's
hair back?
operation
Oh, it's the,
wrapped up by
the
noon,
film.
but they promise to be out again in another part of
She looked
Cobb
like one of the
soon.
little stations.
We're
for the little
surveyors.
They need to be even
He's got
more
like a
discreet
submachine gun
next
hanging
time.
off his neck.
I know
kids. MP5 with a
Yeah.
accessory.
Exactly.
20 cops right there.
Don't
Like,
worry, we're surveying shit for you, sir.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't notice
When he
it
turned
because they're
around,
all
I
on
thought he
the
was going to
phone.
say, I
In
said,
Cobb
ma'am.
County, Steve Gillilock, Channel 2
Dude,
Action News.
there's South Americans everywhere.
This is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
awesome.
Why do you think Republicans are fucking shitting bricks right now, dude?
Fuck
Why?
the Republicans.
Brown people are about to take everything over, dude.
Dun, dun, dun.
Everything.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Yeah, I know. He's a what?
I don't think all Republicans. I mean, I hate Republicans. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think they're all.
Yeah,
racist.
I can vouch for that. Johnny hates Republicans.
Yeah.
Republicans.
I get into more fights with Republicans
Seriously,
than I do Democrats.
yeah. You liberal.
Yeah, I get called that the most, dude.
I hate both of them
Dude,
equally.
seriously, dude.
I'm like the biggest pro-gun fucking freedom motherfucker in the world, but I get called liberal more than I get called.
That
liberal.
is hilarious,
Yep.
dude.
You
Yeah.
guys are hilarious.
You know what? Yeah,
you guys at home are silly.
That does happen. Oh,
That's
you're from California.
great,
You must be a
Johnny.
liberal. And you're just like,
Yeah.
yeah,
You live your
motherfucker.
truth, Johnny.
Yeah. Oh, I normally have my nails painted. I have tattoos, and I wear like punk rock shirts and shit.
Yeah, dude,
so
it's crazy that people.
they just assume that you.
Yeah.
They assume my gender.
They'll never learn, Johnny.
Did you just assume that I am political? Because I ain't
Dragon,
dragging.
please.
Is that
Sorry.
your,
calm
is that your
down.
safe word?
Sorry.
No, that's his.
Yeah.
That's his. What do they call this?
Not safe word.
Not safe.
That's
word.
your spirit animal?
No.
The dragon.
Code name.
Code name. Bunker Buster.
Gator don't take no shit.
Is that yours? So you're a bunker
yeah,
buster?
you punk ass
Bunker
bitch.
Buster.
Last week, Jamie's was Grumpy Bear.
Grumpy bear. Yeah, fine. That's
Just
fine.
last week, though.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's right. Fucking Jamie.
Remember that?
You were so faded. All grumpy and shit. I don't even
tired.
know.
Hey, this was Jamie last week.
Yeah, it's like how
Yeah, a little bit, huh?
dude, you were grumpy. What's
Yeah.
up, dude?
It happens. He was tired, and he's a little.
Dude, you were faded, dude.
It's hard to whistle with the dip. I might have like a little bit of mud fly out of my
It is
mouth.
what it
there.
is.
I feel like I'm in the same boat right now.
Never
though.
be ashamed.
Yeah,
bro.
see, now it's your
Yeah.
turn.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the club.
Yeah, because that's how it happens around here.
Yeah.
So have you guys heard about this fucking Area 51 storm thing? I
Dude.
think we talked about it
Yeah,
last week.
dude.
Yeah, we did. We
No.
touched on it a little bit.
Did
yeah.
you see that the army is actually doing defensive drills against the Naruto run?
Oh my god. Well, I
Wait,
did-
what? They're
I-
doing defensive drills on what?
The Naruto run,
What's that?
where you tilt. Dude, you don't know the Naruto run? You run 10 times faster.
The
It's
who?
automatic.
The what?
I'm
Uh,
lost.
Naruto Uzumaki
Oh, with the arms backwards.
with the
right?
arms
yeah,
back.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
when
stuck
the
in the
anime
little
run.
ninja run.
You
that the
run
kids
10
do.
Yeah,
times
I don't know
faster
what
with
that
your
shit's
arms
called
back?
because I'm not Oriental. Bringing it back to the live
But
stream.
I said I loved anime.
Check out our live stream from Monday, and you guys will get the reference.
I'll have to watch.
You will.
Jesus.
Tune in.
So
Tune in, baby.
the reason why I brought that up,
Uh-huh.
is because it seems that as the I don't even know when the due date or when it was supposed to happen.
China.
Isn't it September 19th? September 19th.
I don't know.
September 20th?
I almost want to say it was 2 days, right? They had like a 2-day window, 24-hour window, but
Yeah.
it was like within a 2-day window.
Mm.
So what I was getting at is that this article here shows that the hotels or the hotel closest to the Area 51 base is booked, like completely booked, right?
Oh yeah.
2 million people pledged to storm it. I can't. This is
Oh, damn.
one of those. Okay, so I see
2 million fucking people pledged to show up, and like 20 will show up. No, it'll be like 200.
That, and the thing is they okay. So it was obviously all started as a joke, and the guy's thing was like they can't stop us all if we just rush it. It's like you don't really understand that they probably can.
Yeah. Can
Like,
I get a napalm run on the
Yeah.
fence line? Just
You've
Well,
never
there-
seen
Uh,
any type of sci-fi movie with like any type of thing coming out of it? Yeah, dude, we're done for.
yeah.
Why would you
for,
want to
man.
save the aliens when they're just gonna kill us anyways? So,
Just
I've seen
for
every
Predator.
I mean,
sci-fi
they're
movie.
already out there. Dude.
Just for
They're already
Predator to
loose.
come out?
What the fuck?
I mean, Trump
Johnny-
started Space Force, and he's building a wall, so he's trying to stop aliens.
Johnny, this is actually
They're everywhere,
like
man.
kind of right up your alley, dude. The biggest objective to go in there is to rescue some aliens and clap them alien cheeks, dude. I think you'd be right
Especially
in
if
there
they're
with them.
hot as fuck, dude. You know,
Be
what I
right
mean?
in there
Yeah.
with them, dude.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
already have our assignments. That's on a previous Space Force.
Yeah, minus
yeah.
communication,
Right.
right?
Kenny was Overwatch.
And I'm not saying that's a bad
Yeah.
idea, and I'm from the past.
Johnny's
I'm there to fuck them. yeah, you're there to communicate with them.
Yeah.
Johnny's getting in with the poking right away.
Kenny's there to kill them, and then I'm there to fuck them if they're.
When
if
is this
they're-
supposed to happen?
Trying to
September
universal
19th,
peace.
September 20th.
I'm gonna have to
There you go.
pass this information on.
to your higher ups to see what happens.
Yeah.
On your next trip to the future, you'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
Hey, can I
Wow,
put in a
this is
request to
crazy.
know what goes down?
I'm in the future.
No, you're in the past right now. You said you're the past.
Yeah, I'm the
Chris.
past.
Yeah,
Chris.
I had to keep you on track.
But still,
it gets confusing with
I've
time
jumped
travel.
forward,
Yeah.
But still,
I've
back
jumped
to the
forward.
story. I mean, 2 million people want to come to this thing, and there's like.
But he jumped forward so
many-
far that he it wasn't obviously it wasn't that big of a deal.
No.
must-
It was never
yeah.
even. What
it
is-
wasn't really brought up.
I didn't even know Area 51
Yeah.
existed.
Because they
It was
moved
called Area 53 in my world.
because they moved it, and it was like Area 51. It's like,
Oh,
dumb
Area
fucks.
53 in Kansas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they moved it. Okay.
Arizona this time? Arizona this
Okay,
time? No,
all right.
no.
Thought it's on the border.
Not that deep base that they had there, huh?
Now it's just on the border.
But still, wouldn't it be like this big fucking like fucking Woodstock fest where people go out and camp out like a big Burning Man festival where like, yeah, we're gonna see aliens.
No, that wouldn't be
check out
cool.
aliens.
Snipers, like, it's trained on your head.
But then, I
Just
mean,
fucking.
No, because then you'd be all dirty and shit out there.
yeah, but then
Who
in
the fuck
his
wants
Yeah,
that?
no alien wants dirty fucking
Yeah.
human.
We don't
taint.
need an alien
You know
Coachella.
what I mean?
Come on,
yeah,
man.
gross
What
ass,
the
dirty
heck?
ass humans, and we're gonna go fuck them after this. Come on, guys, think about it.
Fucking alien Chella.
Really? Plan this out.
Yeah, plan this shit out,
You can do
dude. Some
this
silk
right.
sheets in your van. Come on, gotta make them feel welcome.
The shagging wagon.
You gotta
Yeah,
make
welcome
them-
to Earth,
you gotta
motherfucker.
make it feel sexy, feel wanted.
That's right. Coax them out. into
Hey,
your
how's
van.
it going?
Yeah, as
Have
long
you
as they
ever
got
tried-
holes.
Have you ever tried this fine Egyptian cotton?
As long as they got holes, bro. We covered
like-
that also on the live stream.
It turns into Mass Effect.
That, you know what, Johnny? That is amazing.
It is fucking amazing. It's gonna be even more amazing on September 19th.
All right, so the next one is.
What's the September 19th?
Jamie's like, fuck it, I don't even want to go into it.
That's when it's happening.
Oh,
That's what he said. Like,
I haven't even heard of this thing.
It's
I said it 5 times.
just
Yeah.
because you're from the past doesn't mean.
No, like 2 seconds ago passed. What?
Oh, you
Wait,
just
what happened?
he's traveling
No,
now.
Chris, I think you're from 1914. Is actually where you're from.
That's right. That was a thing.
Goddamn right. That is a thing.
Oh God, that is a thing.
Back in 1914,
We had a kazoo.
We didn't
that
have
was the greatest moment ever. And Jamie was like, "What is that from?" I'm all nothing. I just made it up.
We had a kazoo.
Yes. Maybe that's your little futuristic traveling device. There.
Maybe.
Yeah, he blows it. Yeah.
Douche flute in the future.
Yeah.
The reverse douche flute.
Spins around while drinking fucking a Molotov cocktail. Yeah.
Oh Christ. Okay, so
All right, what do
this
we
is
got?
the last thing we've got for you guys before we go on our break here.
Oh, we got a comedy though. We do got a comedy.
Yeah, the last free talk here.
Okay.
All right. Pull this up. There is an island for sale. In Belize even. Okay. Under $500,000. Let's watch this little video. We'll see what they have to say about it.
But it looks like Full
No,
House.
it's one of those little stupid videos. But that's what it looks like. So that thing looks sick, dude. Little fucking.
Damn, that looks. Yeah, that
That's
looks
just
cool,
as much
man.
as a house that you can get for around here.
Yeah. How fucking nuts is that?
Yeah.
Mm.
If it wasn't water,
small
I'd be
house.
all about it.
I know, right? Stay the
Right?
fuck out of that shit. I think by definition, Johnny, most islands are near water.
Yeah, that's a big problem for me.
Our command bunker's an island.
Yeah, it is an island in a sea of statism.
That's right. We are the beacon of light, folks.
So it's all about perspective right now. So we are.
I don't know. I feel like
island.
I'm the beacon of light, and I am a vampire apparently in Gilroy because look how light I am.
Yes, you're very pale, Johnny.
I'm undead at least.
You've definitely accomplished something that other vampires have not.
Yeah.
So I got.
I'm a daywalker apparently.
I got to give you that.
Johnny
Look at
is
that farmer's
certainly a
tan
day
right
walker.
there. Look at that farmer's tan.
He sleeps during the day.
This is kind of true. A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
You
I'm
get
gonna
your
do,
4 hours in, right?
Yeah.
I got one for you guys. This is gonna be a humor video.
I just had a flashback of 2 inches
That's
when
weird.
Jamie's all 2 inches. I mean 2 minutes. That's what I had a flashback
Yeah,
of. Right
nobody needs more than 2 inches minutes. Yeah, I know. That was a good
that was a
one.
great one.
That was good.
All right, so I'm gonna show you guys this video. This is a
We're
video.
quoting our own jokes.
Yeah, we're so
That's
cool.
how you know it's a great show.
Jamie
you guys,
Smith,
You guys are
that's why.
missing out. You guys are missing out.
This is a comedy video that like never made it fully viral. I don't think it never was really big. But between like me and my group of friends,
Like
this
the
was
vampire disease.
really fucking hilarious.
Right.
So
Like
it's,
Room
it's
86 from the
14
first
it's
podcast.
14 seconds long, you guys. It's not a whole lot, but I mean just check it out. Tell me what you think. I think it's fucking great. All right, here we go.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
How much is it?
It's $14.
Plain pie, right?
Yep. Thanks, man.
You got some sauce. You got sauce in your face. Fuck you, man.
It's fucking spreading,
What
dude.
the fuck? It is a virus, bro.
You have to. All right.
Do that again. Do that.
Yeah,
again.
listen to the dialogue at the end. That's where it's the fucking best. You have to listen to the whole thing.
Hey, how's it going? How much is it? It's $14. Plain pie, right? Yep. Thanks, man. Oh my god. You got some sauce in your face. You got sauce in your face. Fuck you, man.
Sauce in your face, man. Fuck you.
That was so random. It was awesome.
So it's that
did have
That was
sauce on his
fucking
face.
So
hilarious.
that has
dude. Oh my
been
god,
the
man.
joke for all of us. Like we're all out eating somewhere. You get some sauce in your face. You go, you got some sauce in your face. You get sauce in your face. Fuck you, man.
Awesome. I like it.
That was pretty good.
Never seen that one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's so simple, right?
Oh,
And so I think it
that
was
was brilliant.
so simple. I think it
So
was.
That's how we stayed in the Orient.
I think it was a play
So
off
simple.
of Domino's had this this commercial about they had an Oreo pizza. It was like
Yeah.
a dessert pizza.
I want you to put
And
it
every
again.
time the guy like ate some of the pizza, like he had this Oreo like mustache, then it became a beard, and then it like became a giant beard. And then his buddy was like sitting next to him, a younger guy, and he's like, "Yeah, mine just doesn't grow as much. He's got this little pencil thin like mustache." And he's like, "Just give it time; it'll fill out." Like, but it just grew every time you looked at him. It was all huge. I think that's what it was a play off of, and I just fucking loved
Dude,
it.
that was fucking brilliant, dude.
You got sauce in your face. Fuck you, man.
Fuck you. That's sauce in
they
your
weren't
face.
they
Fuck
weren't
you.
having it, man.
I-
No, fuck you, man.
I had a friend that
No.
would always eat Oreos and get them all in his teeth, and like,
Oh.
like you'd sit there for like 10 minutes, not saying anything. No, he wouldn't even say anything, and you'd forget about it because it was already done. And then he would smile on purpose, and it had just like this. Oh, bro, it looked like poop.
Ugh.
It was horrible.
Ugh.
Yep.
All
So
right.
that was that
Tasty.
story.
Tasty.
Good story.
But it always caught you off guard. You're like, what the? Oh, fuck.
Just start chewing up the Oreos and mixing them in his teeth.
Oh.
Yum.
Okay.
Cavities galore.
You guys ready to take a quick little break here,
Yes.
and then we'll come back
Sure.
for second half? Okay. We'll see in a minute.
All right, we up.
All awkward and shit.
Oh, hello.
Come on.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. He has some good
God,
movies.
that's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Carrie wasn't his.
That was his
I think that was his.
I'm not sure.
Based off of a
Look up
Stephen
John
King.
Carpenter real quick. Let's just.
No,
get
that
side-
was Stephen King. That was Stephen King.
No, it was a Stephen King book.
Oh, John Carpenter
Carrie.
movie.
Oh
yeah, he did the movie.
Christine.
He also did Halloween.
Let's see his. Yep, the first one for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see
Oh,
his
dude, he was so
movie
fucking
biography or whatever.
Uh,
The I Am.
filmography. Right.
Yeah,
right,
there
right.
you go. Do it.
He's done
it.
so many
Do
fucking
it.
great
Do
movies,
it.
Start,
dude.
start way back.
Okay, Captain Voyeur in '69.
Don't know it.
The Resurrection of Bronco Billy in '70.
Definitely don't know it.
Last Foxtrot in Burbank in '73.
What the
No.
fuck, dude?
Dark Star in '74.
He did the one with the prison where they escaped
Dark
from
Star.
precinct.
That sounds
Assault on
familiar.
Precinct
Yeah,
13.
that one. He did that one.
I've seen that one.
76. In '78, he did Eyes of Laura Mars and Halloween, the first Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Seen
Fog
Halloween.
in '80.
Yep.
Escape from New York and Halloween 2 in '81.
Okay.
The Thing in Halloween 3 in '82.
Yep.
Christine in '83.
Okay.
The Philadelphia Experiment and Starman in
that one.
'84.
I haven't seen that.
Nope.
In '86, he did Black Moon Rising and Big Trouble in Little China. And
Never saw
then-
Black Moon Rising.
And then, okay, so
Neither
you,
did-
if you,
is
you
that
guys at
Prince
home,
of
Michael
Darkness
Douglas?
with Alice Cooper.
yeah, you guys can at home. You can look up the Wikipedia. I'm just going to read the name.
And
the
we're back,
titles.
by the way.
Yeah, I'm just going to read the titles. We got Prince of Darkness, They Live, Memoirs of an Invisible
They
Man,
They live.
Oh, dude.
In the Mouth of
Oh,
Madness,
babe.
Village of the
Madness.
Damned, Escape from L.A., Vampires, Ghost of Mars,
there you
Vampires
go.
was sick. Vampires was sick.
I
Vampires,
own that one.
Vampires Los Muertos, The Fog, The Ward, and 2018 was the new Halloween.
It was a newer Fog, by the way. But yeah, I haven't seen the newer one. Yeah, that's like what? Like half
did-
those movies are awesome, right?
Who did that? Wait, who did that movie? You got me thinking here. The one where the sun goes down for like 24 hours.
30
and-
Days a Night.
Yeah, 30 Days a Night. Who did that?
That I do not know. Jamie will have to look that one up.
I got
Yeah.
you right here.
That's a good movie though.
That is a good movie.
For a
See,
newer movie too.
Yeah, I like those kinds of
Yeah,
movies.
I have
like,
that one too. I own
like-
that one.
Let's see.
Who
30
is
Days
the
of Night.
director?
Directed by David Slade.
David
Don't
Slade.
know.
Who?
That was pretty good though.
It was a good one. You were
Yeah.
correct.
I don't know this guy.
Those like Russian creepy vampires were awesome, dude.
Yeah.
When
No,
he's
I mean,
like,
that was-
"Oh God, help me!" and he's like, no God.
No God.
You're like, oh, you get the chills. You're like,
dude,
oh,
yeah.
fuck. You're like, you're going to die.
You're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
I'm gonna
But still,
tear you
30
apart.
That was a good movie.
30
Yeah, it
days
was.
of fucking night, dude. Can
Yeah,
you imagine
fuck
that? Just like
that.
a straight. It'll be all right when the sun comes
I like
up.
how we just went back into vampires again.
Yeah, dude.
We're like stuck on vampires.
There's so
Scarlet
many good
Festival
movies,
weekend,
man.
we're kind of stuck
Yeah.
on it. So it just happened, I guess.
Yeah, consequently, like the weekend where there's least likely to be any vampires.
I think it's vampires are the most like interesting.
I agree.
Out of all of
Monster
the
type things.
Yeah.
Out of the creature monsters.
I mean,
I agree.
the folklore is awesome behind it too.
You guys have
know?
a favorite vampire movie or series or maybe a couple of
like franchise, maybe.
Yeah, or just a couple of them.
Well, so I do. I have a couple that
Go
I
for it.
really like. I knew I'm already gonna get made fun of for this.
That's all right.
I really liked. I really liked True Blood. The
I never
the
seen
show.
it, so.
It was so it
Looks
is
chick flickish a little.
It is. It's extremely cheesy. It's like it is very like it's just a lot of like
You would love
gratuitous
to hate
nudity
Johnny.
and
What?
stuff like
You would
that.
absolutely hate it.
Okay, there you go.
I don't think you'd like it, Johnny. Yeah, but I
believe you, Chris.
I've watched it.
You wouldn't
I've
like
watched it a couple of different times with several different people because like someone didn't see it. But I love it. I like the universe. I love the characters. The lore is a little different. The way they do the vampires in that particular show is they don't use the
They sparkle?
No, they don't sparkle.
Okay.
They don't use the incisors for the vampire teeth. They use the
exercisers.
No, I guess it's a
the outsiders.
Bicuspid. I don't know. They use so your two front teeth. They use the ones right next
Some
to those.
freaky sex position.
Are the fangs, not the ones that are
the two walrus teeth.
Not the walrus
like
teeth.
deeper in the mouth.
No, closer to the front of the mouth.
Closer to that.
Yeah, never
okay.
once.
Okay. No, it makes sense. Okay.
Sure.
So they use different fangs, but I do kind of like how
Alvin and the Chipmunk.
You know what?
kind of
Thank
thing,
you
right?
very much for bringing that up.
You're welcome.
Sure.
So that's my favorite show of
Yeah.
a vampire.
Okay. That's good. You have one?
I really liked the Blade universe because that was like very, very true. Because like the old school vampires were like crosses and holy water and stuff
There's
would like
worse
fuck with
things
them.
out at night than vampires.
I like that in the newer age ones, crosses don't necessarily affect them as much, but holy water still does. I think that's kind of cool because I really like the whole. I am fascinated by like exorcism and like the battle between heaven and hell and that kind of stuff. Like, because to me,
what does exercising have anything to do with heaven and hell?
Well, if you don't exercise, you go to hell.
Oh,
So that's basically
okay.
So that's how it goes.
You're
if you
fucked,
have not
Chris.
been exercised, yeah.
Chris.
You're
fucked, Chris.
So
Totally.
like Constantine. I really like that movie because he's like
Constantine's
an
cool.
extreme
Yeah.
like exorcist.
But that's
type
not a vampire.
He's not a vampire.
No,
but
no,
I'm
no.
still
Oh, you're
saying
just
like,
saying
but it
exorcist.
shows
Yeah.
the battle between like heaven and hell,
And
like,
we all know Keanu
demons-
works out. Seen his backside lately? It's looking pretty good for an old man.
Like
So-
to brought in more of the magical aspect. Are
Sure.
we talking about rather than
The exorcism type stuff.
the religious, right?
Well,
Kinda.
So what I was saying is that like I like the fact that like the holy water still affects them because
Right.
they are technically they're undead, right? So they're
Yeah.
you can call them a demon maybe in certain classifications,
Right.
depending on what type of vampires or what
Yeah.
powers
Sure.
they have in a
No,
specific
makes sense.
universe. But holy water being that is like the divine light, you know what I mean? Like, and that still hurts them because they are black as
Right.
death. So I don't know. It's just cool. That's not. God damn it, Aaron! I saw your face. I was like, that's not.
That brings us back to our break conversation.
Yeah.
So I was watching the TV show Preacher that's on AMC, which is way better than The Walking Dead ever was. And there is one character on there, and he is a vampire. And it was awesome because these fucking dudes come up behind him and pour holy water on him, and he just looks at him like, that shit doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. And then fucking kills the motherfucker. But Sunlight does get him.
Everybody's
Sunlight does.
Pretty
yeah.
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Preacher is a great show. If you guys have not seen it, I have our guy from the live stream, Bo. He was watching it.
That's based on
and
the movie,
he's-
right?
It's
Off the
a
movie?
graphic novel.
Graphic novel.
Yeah, so it's comic books.
And then they made a movie. Out of
It's
it
a
also, right?
3-season on AMC TV show, and I have all 3 seasons. All 3 seasons. I've never actually seen the last
I'm
season,
thinking
so
of
I'm waiting.
Priest.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
But basically, like, there's a bunch of random characters. There is a preacher that has a special power inside him. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but he can, like, command people to, like, do things. So he'll say things and then make it sound like it's the word of God, but it's really just coming from him.
Oh, wow.
And then there's angels, I guess you would want to call them demons. A random vampire guy. It's not a vampire TV show, but he's a vampire in the show, which is kind of cool because he's just like one of the good guys. Like he's not, you know what I mean? Like it's not a vampire show at all. He's just a vampire in the show.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. And then there's like secret societies and all a bunch of random shit. It's crazy. You guys should totally see it. And there's one character named Assface.
Appropriate.
Yeah, and he looks like an ass face. So
It's like he was made for the show.
but I highly recommend it. Preacher. It's a great show.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then there's that special sound effect proving that I was correct.
Yes, it was. Yeah, I clicked
The
on
button has been pressed.
I
So,
extracted
he's
the
correct.
article.
Real quick, getting
Yeah.
back to the vampire thing.
Yeah.
So you have any vampire stuff that you like? Because Jamie gave us his answer.
You know, I can't think of any certain
So Aaron, do you have any?
vampire movies, right? Like directly.
But you like 30 Days a Night? You said.
But yeah, 30 Days. See, I always like the crossbreed kind of vampires.
Like what?
Like the ones on Blade. Blade, I think the second movie.
Oh, when they're like mutated,
Yeah,
kind
they're
of like where
mutated.
they're like
Yeah,
crazier, like demony more.
Yeah, like that. Like
more scarier.
So Blade series. I mean,
Blade 1 and 2 are awesome. Blade 3 is caca-poo-poo.
you know, I liked them all.
Yeah. Jamie did too, right? Jamie, you liked them all.
Which one?
Blade series, you liked all
Oh,
of
I
them?
like Blade. Yeah, Blade's
Yeah.
badass.
There was this cartoon. It was on Cartoon Network for a while. I forget what it was.
Blood the Last Vampire.
No.
Was it the chick that the Japanese chick that was going around slaying vampires and shit?
They're like, aren't all of them like that? no. This was like
Ultraviolet was kind of a weird
this guy-
sci-fi movie.
this guy
There
was
vampires.
like they tried to kill him a bunch of different ways, and he would just like come back together, and they think they would have him like totally gone, and then he would come back. But it was such a weird show. I can't even remember what it was.
It sounds like Dragon Ball Z when
No.
they killed Boo. And
I want. It's,
Sounds like
it's
Dragon
kind of
Ball
like
Z.
follows a Van Helsing
fangs.
story. I'm not sure.
oh,
if it's-
dude, are you talking about Helsing?
No, I think I'm.
I think you're talking about Helsing, bro.
That's
Oh, Helsing! I think that
Helsing.
is. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you're
dude.
talking about Helsing.
That's an anime.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
anime. I'm pretty sure you're talking about Helsing.
Dude, I love that anime, dude. That's a very cool anime.
Any
Yeah.
others? No.
Yeah,
Dude,
Aaron, do you have any?
there was
you're
a,
thinking?
there was yeah. I got
anime.
another. There was
anime,
another
I wanna
one.
See,
Hold on, there was.
Vampire Hunter D.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Vampire Hunter D was fucking awesome,
Oh,
dude.
I don't know.
Right.
Is this anime we're still talking here?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Well, that's
continue.
anime. Plus, I mean, if you want to talk about just regular real life action movies, I gotta say,
Oh, okay.
kind of
Movies.
Underworld.
Underworld series is pretty
I
good.
like Underworld
Yeah.
too.
Underworld,
Yeah.
Especially
I
the
mean,
first one's
yeah,
really good.
because you had like the the mesh between the
Lycans.
werewolves versus
Mhm.
fucking vampires and shit.
That was cool.
I
It's
mean,
pretty much the closest you're gonna get to Blade outside of the movie Blade. Right?
yes,
Yep.
yes.
So and Ultraviolet was like that kind of too, but it was
Yes.
more sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
But it was kind of that style. I like when you've seen Ultraviolet, correct?
Of course.
Yeah.
Do you remember when like she has the guns and it's like electronically feeding the rounds through her suit? Bro, Jamie, you need to see this shit. She like pulls out like her two fucking pistols and you just see like digitally like holographically like the ammo feeding into her gun.
That's pretty cool.
And then it
Yeah.
fucking becomes real and then she's just fucking killing vampires and shit. And she's a vampire too.
As her costume changes color.
Oh
at
yeah,
the same
that was
time.
hot.
Dude, Priest was a good movie. Did we?
I haven't seen
talk
that.
to? Yeah,
You haven't
Priest
seen
is a
Priest?
good
Priest,
movie, yeah.
Priest
I've
was
seen
pretty
the
good
like
with
first couple minutes. He's like all bald, right?
Yeah,
and
the
then
dude
I
that
just
played
never
Vision,
finished it.
the guy who played
Yeah,
Vision,
yeah, yeah.
and he was
Oh,
in
Yeah.
what was it?
I
Legion.
know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, that
he's
was
a French
decent-
guy. So
Was he French?
no.
He
I
sounded
think it was a
Oh, no.
Ruski.
He sounded
I
British.
think it was Russian.
Yeah.
Russian.
Whenever they're British, I always say they're French. So that's just kind of the way it works.
Yeah.
I would say the original Dracula from the 30s, Bela Lugosi. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Probably seen it more than any other one. So any other vampire movies or anything that you guys have to bring up on the vampire topic?
Vampires.
No, not me.
Nope.
I'm good.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
How come wood kills a vampire?
It's a stake through
Dude,
the heart,
what
right?
about that one with Ethan Hawke and Willem Dafoe?
Dude, there's not a vampire.
Daybreakers.
There's not a vampire
I don't know
movie
if I've
I
seen
don't
that.
like, dude.
You never seen Daybreakers?
I don't know if
I've
seen
Where like fucking
Have you ever seen Vamp?
No.
Maybe.
1980s.
I have
don't
seen
know.
it. Yes, I have seen it. I
Yeah.
can't remember it.
Yeah,
now,
that's a
though.
good one.
I know.
If you
I
want-
even know what the cover looks
If
like.
you
too.
want a grungy, dirty, underground, like nightlife vampire experience, check that out.
Oh
Vamp.
fuck, Fright Night. Fucking love that
Yeah,
movie.
Fright
Fright
Night's
Night's one of
good.
my favorites.
Yeah.
Speaking of that era.
You guys ever seen Leanna Vamp?
No.
No.
Is that a porn?
Is this porn? Yeah. Me and you both go, wait.
No,
what?
she's a cosplayer.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's just about there.
Hello, nurse.
Yeah, look into it.
Check it.
Check it.
I like it. I like what you're selling there, Jamie.
I got you, dude. I got you.
I like it and I
We
love
should
it.
have all just had a
So-
drink break right there. It was kind of like synchronized drinking with me. And
I
Chris.
know, man. What's
All right,
going
so
on?
we're kind of
We're synchronizing,
We're
Johnny.
we're off on the vampire topic, and I'll move on to this
My
next
time
one.
is
I always
lining
get off
up
on
with
the vampire
yours.
topic.
You know, that's kind of what
Yeah.
it's designed
Just
for.
see my browse history.
So this next one we're going to talk about is apparently there was a event in Oakland called Barbecue Well Black.
Shit. I remember this
Uh-oh.
one too. I remember this.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So what it looks like it was just a 2,500 people showed up, right? Okay, you know what? Before I read anything,
There's a video?
Let's listen to the
Okay,
video.
let's
yeah.
see this.
So let's check this out really quick. I'm gonna switch over the monitors.
I did not know
play.
this was a thing.
That
I didn't know
is
that they were
quite a
really
thing.
doing
Started
this.
as a day of fun, of barbecuing for a family at Oakland's Lake Merritt has become what some describe as a movement.
Now the woman who recorded the famous Barbecue Becky video tells Cron 4's Hazik Madyoun she'd like to talk to the woman who called police that day.
The second annual Barbecuing While Black event happened this past weekend at Lake Merritt in Oakland. Close to 2,500 people showed up to celebrate the food, the music, the community, and culture of the town.
I think it's a wonderful movement. When I came this last Sunday to Barbecuing While Black, the vibe and the energy was just, everybody was just enjoying each other and the environment. It's a beautiful thing.
Did that do
and
that for
Michelle
you?
Snyder,
Did it do something
the
for you?
woman who recorded the now
Did I?
viral
This
cell
fucking
phone video seen all
I am
over
so
the
glad that this
says
is
that
happening.
She's happy that something positive has happened in the wake of what was a really stressful event for her and her family.
It became very personal because I was so worried
Because she's a
about
racist
police
bitch.
coming and getting the wrong impression and thinking that they were being violent towards her, and it turning into one of those videos where they were getting shot by the police that I had been seeing. So my heart was racing through the whole thing, and I was trying to just stay calm.
If you had to go back and do it all over again, would you or no?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that-
definitely.
she
I would do
filmed the
it
whole
today,
She's the one who
tomorrow,
filmed it,
any
yeah.
day.
Oh, okay. Now I was
feel
lost
like
for a
it's
second. Now I
important
get
to
it.
I
speak
thought they
up
just
for
pulled some
other
random
people.
white
I
woman
don't
out of the
really
crowd
get recognized.
to talk about the black event.
We're gonna put you on blast on Crime 4 today.
Here I am.
It was
That's what she
Snyder's
looks
video
like, okay.
that put Jennifer Schultz on blast. Now that time has passed, she says given the opportunity, she would love to speak to her.
I would love to, though. I mean, I don't have any hatred or anger or anything. I would love to know
Not
what she
after
thinks
the internet
nowadays,
got a
you know?
hold of her.
Has she
But why
changed?
would
Has
she
she
have
changed
any-
her perspective?
Well, she has
a little
nothing.
bit?
Yeah, she didn't
Does
do
she
anything.
know that a lot of
Have any-
people
I-
have
no,
also
I think
brought
she's
awareness
related
of
to-
taking care of
to
the lake
the
as
man
well
that,
and the environment?
It was in the
Oakland,
video
Hazik
that
Madyoun, Crime
the
4 News.
Like
crazy lady was going after.
dating or married or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Very interesting. I think that's cool. I'm all for that.
Dude, that's hella funny.
Shit, I would have gone if I'd known about it.
Yeah. That might
I know,
be,
fuck, right,
that might
dude?
be
Been like all
interesting.
Groom 86 shirts up in there.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that'd have been
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
tight, dude.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
We're going to have to start finding those things,
I
dude.
know. If only we had someone to do that.
If
Aaron's
only-
looking away.
It's because I'm black. Huh?
Well, I didn't mean
find
it that
those
way.
events for us, man. We'll show up and support.
Get us in the
I just
black.
meant
events,
anytime
Aaron.
we're-
The time
anywhere,
put in to find that
Anywhere
shit.
that freedom rings, we will be there. Grim 86.
If we know
Freedom First
about it in
Podcast.
advance.
If we know about it in time.
That was crazy. I like that
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, that was cool, man.
That was a good one. Alrighty, what else? Have we
That,
got
that
here,
was a
Jamie?
little clap back.
The
I like to clap
the
back.
next
Yeah.
one is
Clap
kind of
that
a
ass.
the next one is kind of a stay out of the water, small one.
Uh,
Apparently, we got this
small
little-
one.
Yeah, we have this fucking
Trouser snake.
It's a glow in the dark shark, you guys.
Damn.
Only two have ever been
It's a
caught.
Miniature whale.
It looks like a little sperm whale.
Yeah, it
right.
does.
So it's a species of kitefin fish, although they still call it a shark. It's a pocket shark, and it basically has
So cute.
on its front fins it can glow. It's got bioluminescence, and so I guess one was caught in 2010, the other one was caught in 1979. So
Wow.
they're like super fucking rare.
Jeez.
Wow.
Let's go ahead and play this video.
Bite
and
your
see
balls
what it
off.
says.
A whole lot of nothing.
It's like Haley's Comet.
It's just a video.
Oh,
a
it's
picture.
just a video
Yeah.
of a picture.
Yeah.
I love when they do
That's
this.
Wow,
awesome.
dude.
I like it. I think it's cool.
It looks
It
cool.
reminds you to stay out of water. So
Yeah, look how small the sharks are now, you guys. They're only getting smaller.
yeah, they're just trying to
Yeah.
smuggle them in to sneak and bite your balls off.
They're going to swim up your fucking urethra.
Yeah, those are those other little guys. They're like
Bite
related to
your
the catfish.
ovaries.
Yeah, in the Amazon and
The
whatnot.
Pintu.
Yeah.
The Pintu catfish.
Fuck all that shit, dude. Just
I
stay
would
out of the
hate-
water, man.
I would stay out of the water. There's parasites there.
So easy.
Baby
Just do
fucking
that.
sharks. Fuck.
Dude, that was crazy. They
Yeah.
had some bioluminescence to draw in other fish.
That is usually what bioluminescence is for, right?
Right,
It's usually
right.
a predatory.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Fucking bad.
Imagine
oh,
how
he's so
deep.
cute. And then you
Imagine
open
how
this
deep.
huge-
How deep does he have to go to develop that?
They have to be deep, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because you don't
man.
glow unless there's no fucking
Right,
sunlight.
Right.
That's crazy.
Dude, that is
Science.
pretty fucking amazing.
Science,
And
bro.
only 2 of them have been discovered in the entire.
1979? What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
So how do they catch
I mean,
him?
Chris, you were what, like 40 at that time?
1914.
1914, we found the first baby shark.
We found a little swimmer.
So how do they catch
around.
that shark? Was it?
I got little swimmers for you.
No one knows how
We
they
would
caught
let
the
the
shark.
little swimmers swim anywhere they like.
No.
They
By
glow.
golly.
They glow too because I
By
drink a lot of
golly.
these. Oh.
So the next one I was gonna show, I'm gonna just go ahead and show our other stay the fuck out of the water one,
Oh.
so it goes along with the
We got another
with
one.
the flow here. Yeah. So I don't know what this is gonna be, but I'm gonna switch it
Ooh.
over.
Let's see.
And,
Got a video
This
this
looks
time.
great white shark leaves from water to snatch fish off line.
Oh, fuck
Dude,
no.
that sounds fucking horrific already.
Oh, fuck this shit.
Here we go. Let's see.
Of course, the video's not.
Yeah, it's a great
Oh, there it
video.
is.
It's a real great video.
Oh, he breached, bro.
Damn, dude.
It was a little guy, but still, bro, he breached.
Wow.
Look at this shit.
There's fucking kids in the way.
Oh my
Oh.
god, bro, a
Dude.
white fucking shark, dude.
Dude, even if that thing was 10 foot, that thing would be
Oh, it looks
fucking
like
crazy,
it's a 6
dude.
footer, but like still, like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. A
Damn.
white shark, bro.
Fuck that.
I was at the
dude.
Monterey Bay Aquarium when they had the
Why?
baby one,
Scary.
and it swam right by.
Why would you do that?
Well, this is before. I
Why
knew.
would-
Yeah, this is back.
Why
in the
would
day.
you put this fear in my heart, Johnny?
This motherfucker swam by the tank like this, and you just see that big soulless black eye, bro.
Was
and it's
he-
just like Jaws, but a baby version of it.
Damn.
It was like a 6 footer.
doll's eyes.
Yes.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, Johnny.
Bro, it was like like you see all the other fish are
God
like,
damn
I'm
it,
a
dude.
fish.
I'ma get
And then you
ya.
see this motherfucker swim by, and you're just like, it looks like Satan.
Oh, he wants to kill you.
Oh, dude. The
He wants to kill you,
the
and he knows
eyeball
that
of
he can.
Satan. Satan's blowjob.
Why are you
earlier.
smiling? No, this is not a laughing fucking matter here.
Yeah, man. This is some
Because
dangerous
I know he's
shit.
not going to be kept in captivity.
Well, yeah, they couldn't keep him. They had to release
They're
him.
gonna release him. He's gonna fucking eat your face.
No,
And now he studied us up close.
Yeah.
Because he's just in that tank
And
to
he's
like
got a
study
taste-
mankind. Now
and
he's
he's got a
reporting
taste
back
for it.
to shark kind. Now they all fucking know what we do.
And tastes like.
They're like, hey guys, they all these like camera things that like flash.
It would be so easy. They're
and they're
just
always like
walking
looking at
up
this
and down
glowing
these
screen,
aisles.
and we
Let's
just need to eat them.
Let's just break this glass and eat these motherfuckers.
That's what he was trying to do, I think.
Damn, dude.
He was sizing me up.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, this is a couple years back, quite a few years back,
Fuck.
and it was crazy. It looked like a movie.
I've seen a shark eye to eye. R.
Yeah. As far as I am from the camera right now, it's probably how far it was from me. That's pretty scary, bro. It's a white shark.
Deep
with a
dark
12-inch
darkness
glass.
of the
Yeah, well, that's why I'm
eye
saying
of
there
the
was
white
like
shark.
that much, maybe a little closer actually.
The
but yeah.
white shark slowly.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
cruises, watching ya. Wow, man.
All right. Well, when Chris is done, we can go.
You
to
came,
No,
you
what do you
came
got
eye to
next,
eye
Shady?
with the
What do you got
great
next, Shady?
white.
Yeah, I went
Wow.
eye to eye with the great white and lived.
That's
True
pretty
story.
amazing, Johnny.
It is. I like to tell myself that. It sounds cool when you say it that way.
Johnny, face the eye.
This is one soulless eye.
So
What
the
do you got, Jane?
last one I got on the free talk here is going to be, well, on the board. We got plenty of other free talk we can talk about.
Yeah. Go for it.
Looks like the Good Samaritans are going to flip over a wrecked truck.
This
so
is
let's go
cool.
check this out. Hey, it's going to be a video.
But-
But Jamie, what do we do if there's no emergency services?
Johnny, I guess we all just die.
Yeah.
In a horrible,
Yeah.
flamey.
Yeah. No
Coffin.
one would ever help it. Oh fuck!
Oh.
Look at that. This asshole's just getting out of the way. Look at this shit, dude. This guy's like legit. Let's help this person. All of them not emergency services.
They're not qualified.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. There's no tax.
Look at this dude. This dude's all, let's go on the other side. Let's flip around
Let's
here.
be fucking real men. Look at this shit. This is awesome.
Damn, dude.
Dude, these guys are legit,
Oh my
bro.
God,
Look at these
dude.
other dudes.
Like, dude, I just got the chills. They moved that fucking car.
Fucking awesome, dude.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
That's some manpower right there, bro.
Dude.
That's cool, dude. They got the guy
they're
out.
pulling the guy out. Yeah, look at that.
Fuck.
And look, no taxation as theft happened at all. Interesting.
Wow, dude.
Free market. People being good
People
human
helping
beings.
people.
Wow.
Good
dude,
human
that gives me
101.
That gives me the
Yeah.
fucking chills. You literally got the chills right now.
Have you ever helped anyone out of a wreck or anything? Any of you guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have.
A few times.
Yeah. Ah, you damn it! I was gonna do that. Ah. Do it. Ah.
Oh, here, wait. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do it one more time, but as we do it, go farther away from the microphone.
Oh, okay.
So it fades away.
All right, ready?
Yeah, here we go.
The things we do to entertain ourselves. Oh my God, dude! I'm gonna just put that at the beginning of the video. People are just be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh damn.
It's all because of this new setup too. 'Cause
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love it.
Dude, that was
It's
cool.
the little things.
It is, man. It is.
Always improving the show, right? That's what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah, even the viewers who've donated are so cool.
Yeah.
You know, make giving us content.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's awesome, man. That means you want to see us, or you want to see these guys, live stream. Man, I wish I could be here. That's so hilarious.
Yeah, when
dude.
you're not, whenever you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude.
Anyways, anyone have any cool story about? I just want to keep it on that real fast. Did anyone have a story they could tell about a wreck or anything? I have a quick one, but
you go ahead.
Okay,
I'm trying to
while
think
you're
of-
thinking
I'm
about
trying
it.
to- yeah.
All right, so I was driving up the freeway around here, or highway, I guess is what it's called. 17, everyone knows around here, right? 17.
Sure.
So we're driving up it, and we see like a red light and a red light on top of each other, and we're like, "What the fuck?" And then we keep coming up, and then we see it's a truck on its side, and there's like debris, like he had computers and a bunch of shit in the back of his pickup truck, and they're all over the fucking road. So we pulled over, gas was pouring out of the fucker and all that shit. And then we ended up helping him get out of the fucking vehicle. Like, I had to climb out. We had to help him get out. And then we directed traffic for like, me and my buddy with flashlights for like, I don't know, like 20 minutes. And CHP finally got there. And only one other person pulled over, and he got a broom out. He was like a gardener or something. So he's like, hey, I'll help you guys. Let me just get some of this out of the road.
Nice.
Out of the one lane that wasn't blocked. And so he swept it. CHP shows up, bro. No thank you. No nothing. Just tell us to get the fuck out of the road.
Yeah.
Fucking statist motherfuckers,
That's how it is, man.
bro.
That's how it is. You were doing their job.
And we were like
Yeah.
watching
For
the
free.
guy because he had like
Taking their
concussion.
job,
He was
man.
out, bro. Like he was out. So we made sure he sat down, stayed
Right.
awake, talked to him.
Yeah, you're not qualified.
And he was totally out of it.
Yeah.
Like he was like talking nonsense.
Wow.
So yep. But that's what you get for being a good Samaritan with the state.
I don't think I've ever helped anyone like that before, but I have been helped like that. I was in a wreck one time in the local gated community on the golf course, and we weren't on the golf course, but we were near it, right, because it's everywhere. And I woke up in the seatbelt hanging because the passengers. What happened was we were driving, rolled over, landed on passenger side, where I was on the roof, and then ended up on the driver's side. So I woke up hanging with my legs and arms like on the driver, basically, because I'm in the seatbelt still. And the people from the golf course, they had come off the golf course by the time I had regained consciousness, and they were beating in the windshield with their golf clubs. And they carved out like a hole for me to get out of. But I was like, not fucking getting out of that. I just climbed out the window above me, right?
Yeah.
Because it was all the window
Get all cut up.
My window got smashed, so it was gone. A tempered
Yeah.
glass, once you break it, it obliterates the whole thing.
Right.
So I just climbed out through the top hole, and yeah, like apparently I said something about a circus when I first regained consciousness.
Nice.
I was fucked up, dude. I had a concussion.
Wow.
Like it was pretty.
Yeah.
That's when I had to get airlifted.
Yep. I remember you telling me that once.
Dude,
Not
that's
that
crazy.
other part. I don't
Yeah.
remember, but the airlift part.
Yeah, that's a
Get to the chopper.
Fucking, we're talking about like free healthcare and shit, or whatever the fuck. That's a $35,000 bill you don't want to have to pay.
Yeah.
You know that you can buy a membership for CalStar?
Yeah, dude, it's like
It's called the Mile
20
High
bucks.
Club. Look it up.
I think it's $50 a year. I think,
But it's
is
for
what
your
it
whole
is.
family and your whole, isn't it for your whole household?
I don't know. That I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's for your whole, dude. I used to, I did the
That's
whole
cool.
EMT thing. I'm pretty sure you pay like the $50, good for the whole year. I mean, it's great to have
That's
because
cool.
I've known at least 2 other people other than you that have
had to be airlifted,
and they said, dude, that bill is at least fucking 30, 40, 50 grand.
It's gotta be.
It was rough. It ruined my credit. It did. I still have no credit because of it. Like it fucked me up pretty bad. But it is what it is. I lived, so there's that. Had to go to work the next day.
That's
fucking ridiculous.
Spoiler alert,
dude.
I
That's
lived.
crazy.
Yeah, it was. I don't like. So I don't like.
It's
heights.
weird that
I
it
don't
costs
like
so much
flying.
just to live air too. So I don't get it.
I wasn't very heavy.
Do you have to be strong to do that?
Very strong to pull the joystick in the helicopter. So like I got up there and they put me into the helicopter and they squeeze you through this the part where they load in the gurney that you're on is like you go through and the ceiling is like inches away from your face. It's like this real small cavity they put you in.
Because
and
you're
then
strapped
opens
in
up,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it opens up into the cab or the cockpit, if you, whatever you want to call it, and then.
Fuselage.
They put a heat because it was raining that day, so they put a
what?
heat pack on
Fuselage.
my chest, and then they put the oxygen mask on me. And then as soon as they did that, all of my anxiety about being in the air just went away because oxygen.
High.
Wow.
Yeah, it makes you euphoric, right? I don't give a fuck.
Like they gave you a bunch
Like
of
it was raining.
Chris had a
right?
helicopter ride too, and he was like, "Put me back in."
It was raining.
Keep going, man.
It was raining, so it was already
bleeding
stormy
out, I
weather.
don't care.
And then there was one time where I remember I could see out the windows, right, but the windows were up high. So I looked out the window in time when we did a banking turn, and I could see the ground. I was like,
Sweet.
Oh shit! Like this thing's fucking sideways right now.
Wow.
That's
And
awesome.
they were like, yeah, if
They were
you
fucking moving, dude.
the people there was
God
a
damn.
lady, the medic that was helping me.
Mm-hmm.
She was right next to me, and because it's just there's the pilot, co-pilot, and her attending me, and then they all have their fucking visors down, the chrome ones, so you can't see their eyes. And she goes, "Yeah, if you want to look out the windshield, just look into my visor, and you can see it." And I was like, I don't care. I'm not. I don't want to be anywhere right now. I'm just enjoying this oxygen.
Sure.
Well,
Sounds like a good time.
that
Sucks.
sounds hella fun.
Chopper
they
ride, you're high.
They didn't. Yeah, and then I got morphine when I got to the hospital.
And it only
Damn.
cost you your credit
yeah,
for life.
$35,000. It's fine.
Damn.
Fuck, dude, that's
They-
crazy.
and they
Yeah, it
didn't-
gets pretty expensive.
They didn't cut my clothes off, which was nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just took.
Well,
off.
the 2
I
inches,
just took
I mean,
them
2
off.
minutes. So.
A nurse took off my clothes.
Sure.
It was an old woman.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, this is
Not
why
e-
they don't
not
give
even a
us
good story.
access to billing, dude, because you would dispute like all the fucking charges, dude, that they perform.
I would have disputed the initial flight because
Yeah.
he thought I had a concussion, but he thought it was worse. Okay, so here's what triggered me getting a flight. When they put you in an ambulance when you're being treated for trauma like I was,
Right.
I have a neck brace on, my head is taped down to a wooden board, and they slide you in, and you're basically strapped down, you can't move.
Right.
So what happens is they slid the driver in right next to me. He's conscious, but I can't see him because I can't turn my head. And I say, "Hey, are you in the same position as me?" And he goes, "Yeah." I was like, "You got a neck brace on?" He goes, "Yep." I was like, "Is your head taped to the board?" And he's like, "Yep." And then the dude who was attending us is like, "Hey, guess what, buddy? You get a helicopter ride." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." And then he fucking sticks me with an IV.
Oh.
And then fucking boom, in the ambulance. We get to the hospital. My buddy goes into the hospital. I go into the helicopter and go to San Jose. So I remember asking 3 distinct different questions, but because they were so
I know
similar,
these questions would be different now that you're a libertarian. Am I being detained?
yeah, fuck.
Well, I don't consent. I don't consent.
I don't want any of this.
Go ahead. What were the questions?
Those 3 questions were, I remember saying them, and they were 3 very specific questions to me, but they were so similar that the medic thought that I was repeating myself, which is a sure sign of a very bad concussion. So you know what I mean? Like, because you ask a question, like when people are concussed, and then
Right.
you give them an answer, and they're like, "Oh," and then they just immediately ask it again because they literally forgot.
Right.
And that's what he thought was happening, even though I remember asking 3 very specific questions. I'm not saying I didn't have a concussion. I was knocked out. Like, you are concussed if you get fucking knocked out.
Right.
But
it's funny because we were asking about like accidents that like we helped people, and it's always got to be all about Jamie. So
yeah, that's just how it goes. This is the Jamie and Johnny show. Did you guys not know that? I thought
Apparently
we had
so.
all- I thought we had all.
Apparently so.
Is that not?
Yeah.
We're not.
That
doing
was
it
when,
anymore,
but that was when everyone was like not showing up.
Oh yeah. All right.
We were like, yeah, it's the JB Johnny.
Sorry, we went down this fucking rabbit hole, dude. I'm just talking.
No, that's totally fucking crazy, dude. Honestly, like, do you remember those questions, or they were just similar?
I said them. Yeah,
they were similar
I
to.
asked, I said, "Are you in the same position as me? Is your head taped to the board? Do you have a neck brace on?"
Oh yeah, they're totally exactly. I see what you're
But to someone who
See, I didn't
doesn't
even
know
get
me
those
or
were
whatever, and
separate.
you
I
can't,
thought that was one question.
No. I asked those because I got a response
3
every time
questions,
from those 3 things. I asked him back to back to back, and the fucked up part was like I can't even really blame him. He was just doing what he thought was best for me,
Right.
Because they had told me like, "Do you know what day of the week it is?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Yeah, it's Tuesday." Because my mom was mad that I didn't sweep the kitchen because that was like the day I had to mop the kitchen or whatever when I used to live at home.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember because of that, and that actually
Right.
was true.
Right,
And they're like, "What's your
right.
social security number?" And I'm like, like it's so weird when that stuff doesn't come second nature like that. It was kind of scary.
God damn!
It
Why
was
are we
kinda
so
scary.
programmed with numbers?
I don't know.
That's
mine,
crazy.
so-
See,
Yeah.
because here it is, right away, dude. When you're in an accident like that, they're automatically going to put you in the C-spine. They're gonna.
They did. That's why I had a neck brace on and my head was taped to the board.
Automatically,
Yeah.
they're going to do that shit. So when you sit
Right.
there and you ask the same, "Are you like this? Are you like that? Are you like that?" They're not really paying attention to you at that point because they're trying to get vitals. They're trying to fucking call other people and shit like that. And then, honestly, dude, fucking a lot of times when they sit there and they ask a question like, "Oh, do you know what day it is?" And you go off on this whole like, "Yeah, it's Tuesday," and blah 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 blah, and you go off this whole story. They're like, okay, so this person is not really coherent. So, I mean, they ask you a simple question, you go on this whole big story, they're like, well, okay, so they ask you something, like, what's your
So
social
that might
security
be the way that Jamie would normally answer that question,
Yeah.
but like most people wouldn't answer it that way. In other words, I think.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Because you know how I'm long-winded, right? I tend to
Yeah, that's what I mean.
pontificate, right?
That's
So
exactly what I meant.
Right.
Like if you knew you, then you'd be like, okay, that's standard. But like most people aren't going to go on a story.
But
about
it was
you know what I mean?
after I asked the 3 questions about my buddy who's next to me because I can't look over to see him.
Right.
I don't know that he's alive even really. You know
He's
what I
like
mean?
responding to me, and I just be like, "We're calling it."
Those series
Yeah.
of questions, they kind of do sound alike.
They are.
I thought it was
Yeah.
one question. That was why I was like, "Wait."
I honestly like I don't fault this person at all for putting me in the helicopter because like he was just doing his job. It
was a cool ride.
He was like, "This is what's going to save this man's life." It's just unfortunate, like with how
Cost
insurance works
$35,000.
out and statism works out. That like,
Yeah.
fucking somebody had to pay for that. These fucking insurance companies, in order to pay my medical bills, they wanted me to sue the driver who was my buddy. They're like, "This is how you get paid for these medical bills." I'm like, "Are you fucking out of here? I'm not gonna sue him."
Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Dude,
no.
Yeah.
Dude, what's crazy is when I worked in the hospital, I knew a guy who had a heart attack in the hospital. So they saved his life twice. You know, he was dead. He told me, he's all, "Dude, I seen my best friend," and he's all, "Dude, it's not your time. Go." And he said, he's all, "I'm so fucking pissed off that I came back."
What the fuck?
Dude, he owed, last time I checked 5 years ago, he owed $150,000 for them.
Ugh.
Yeah. And he's like, "Fuck, no consent." He didn't say save me or anything like that. It was just him like, "Oh, save him." I mean, he's alive now, hopefully.
You should be fleeing over the border.
Yeah, but
Going
dude,
the opposite way.
$150,000 to save your life. And he's like,
and I'm out.
And then, dude, he even said, he's
Damn,
all, "Dude,
dude,
I was
that's
so
crazy.
at peace. I was so serene and at peace." He's all, "I wanted to stay, but my best friend said, 'Hey, you got to go back.'" He's all, "Fuck you, I'm not going back." He's all, my exact words were, "Fuck you, I'm not going back." This guy was like the human equivalent to Squidward.
Squidward.
From SpongeBob. The whole, like,
yeah, we don't
Squidward?
have. I don't have kids.
Squidward. Same fucking guy,
I don't know.
Squidward.
Squidward.
Words are weird.
Words are funny.
They are.
Ruads.
Roheads.
Ruads.
Roids? You taking roids now?
Limit.
Hemorrhoids.
Rar.
You guys hear about these fucking meth gators, bro?
Meth gators.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, so in Alabama,
Alabama,
yeah, people are being told like to look out for fucking meth gators, and they're also being told to, hey, please don't flush your stash of meth down the toilet because these fucking gators get them eventually, and they get these fucking meth gators. They're all high as shit on methamphetamine.
No, dude, that sounds
That's
fucking
awesome.
horrible. Meth and alligators?
I'm not into it. I'm just
That
saying.
sounds like a sci-fi movie. Like,
yeah.
It's happening in only
hell.
Alabama.
Look,
though?
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it here. I'm gonna show the
move
clip.
out, Sharknado.
I'm just gonna show it because it's
Sure.
funny. It's the fucking. Do you guys know what that's from?
Yes.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Captain Hook. So
Move out, Sharknado. We got meth gators.
Meth Gator.
Like
this would be the new summer blockbuster hit, dude.
Meth gator.
Hook is
That's
a
fucking
codfish.
hilarious.
Well, they got that new movie
Hook is a
Crawl.
codfish.
Crawl?
Yeah, that new movie Crawl. It's supposed to happen like this big storm, and a family stays at
Oh,
home.
I saw the trailer for
Is that a new Disney movie?
Disney Princess.
Yes, Chris.
It's called Tusk.
Yeah, I did see the trailer for that. I think I saw part of it.
It
It's
looks
like
pretty interesting.
a storm happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks pretty interesting.
I have to see it again, like the actual, like the whole trailer.
It looks like that Christian fucking not Christian Bale, Christian Slater movie, the old Hard Rain.
Oh fuck!
Remember
I
Hard-
forgot about that.
Remember that
movie.
Hard
Wasn't
Rain?
it like a bank robbery or
Yeah,
something?
with Morgan Freeman, bank robbery. It's like it's like
that's
Hard
a
Rain.
long
Hard
time ago. I
Rain?
saw that
Fuck,
one.
I don't even think I've seen that.
Yeah, he's like an armored guard carrier courier for the cars.
And Morgan Freeman's trying to get that
The
money.
fuck, dude! I forgot about that movie.
Oh yeah,
was-
okay.
that was a long time
ago I saw it.
I remember that now.
Sorry, I'm just queuing up the videos.
That was scary.
The next step we have on the board, I didn't actually put on the board, but we have the children tracking. We have this animation fire in Japan, and we have some other stuff. Okay, Elon Musk.
Oh,
Let's do the animation fire real quick, and
Okay.
then I'll cut that, and then we'll take a break, and then you have to go, right? Yeah. So let's do the animation.
Aaron,
fire.
you know what's up with this one, or
You know what?
33 killed.
You know what? I watched the video.
Uh-huh.
You know, right
What
before
did you
I came.
say, Chris, earlier? 200 and something?
122 killed.
I was like, what? Where did you get that?
500 lives lost in this horrific
I thought that was
fire.
yesterday, dude.
Dude,
What
I
are you
saw it
talking
in my
about?
mind's eye, bro. 243.
It was horrible.
Yeah. Oh, it was a tragedy.
Those goddamn Afghans.
33 is a butt ton,
Dude, that's a
But
huge
still.
amount, dude.
But you know, my
But
thing
not
is,
like
you know what?
128. I'm not laughing at that, dude.
Pulled that
I
number.
know,
I was
dude.
like, what?
I was like trying to make it way more tragic, dude.
Those are
Come on,
9/11
man.
numbers you're racking up, Chris. But fuck.
Pretty much,
Oh,
dude.
But no, but I
Oh,
mean, this
dude.
guy.
I don't know where I got that number. I thought I heard it
Okay.
somewhere recently. I don't know.
Okay, so this guy fucking runs into this fucking anime company and is like, you know what? You motherfuckers stole my novel. You guys are making money off of it. You guys stole my novel. This is bullshit.
What novel was it?
I don't know.
do you guys want to watch the video? First?
Oh, there's a video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's watch
fuck yeah,
the
dude.
Yeah, okay.
You die!
Ever since I was little,
We have to watch this fucking ad. God damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's right.
Yeah,
I'll cut
so either way, yeah, I tried to pre-play the ad.
Just wait a
but
second
then-
and I'll
yeah,
cut it.
That's fine.
Where's all the ad for us men? I don't ever see those anymore.
All right, when it starts, be quiet for a second, and then I'll cut it right here. Okay.
Presumed dead in a fire at an animation studio. And it turns out the fire was intentionally set. Here's new video this morning showing that deadly fire as firefighters try to put it out. There are reports that a man in his 40s has been arrested and has confessed to starting the fire with some sort of flammable liquid that he poured on the building. There were reports 70 people were inside at the time, but police have not figured out a motive for the fire. The studio has produced very popular anime shows for years now.
Oh, shit.
I wonder what one.
So what you're telling me is
Oh,
this
dude.
guy was so pissed off enough, he said, fuck the guns because I can't get them here. They're illegal in Japan. I can't get them in Kyoto, Japan.
Surprised it wasn't a samurai sword.
So he
Yeah,
goes
he should
to
go around hacking up
some
people.
type
But
of
fire, I mean, you know, you get more
he goes
job
to
done.
some type of
Yeah.
establishment and buys some type of accelerant.
33 people, man. He
And he
must have been
kills-
pouring that
fluid.
shit while they were in there.
So I mean, that's a little more fucked off than getting burned alive compared to fucking getting shot. That's a little more fucked
I don't
off,
understand how someone steals your shit and you just want to kill everyone. Why don't you just go and sue their ass? Like you could have
Yeah.
just done that and then been rich,
Yeah.
or whatever.
That's true.
That's like final
Like,
solution shit.
Yeah, like
dude.
why be smart and rational?
He's like, I lost the court in 5 times over 15 years.
I wonder if
Nah, I highly doubt it.
you don't think you took him to court at any point?
Well, he's writing anime, so he's got to be weird. That was a knock at you guys
That
because you guys
checks-
are talking.
that checks
about,
out.
Yeah. So.
That checks out.
Roger.
Only
Roger.
for the hentai and Evangelion crowd.
Yeah. Who's Roger?
Who's
Roger?
Evangelion's my favorite anime.
That's
Is
a
it?
pretty good one, actually.
That's the weirdest
I don't know about
one.
being my favorite, but that's a pretty good one.
Cowboy Bebop.
Bro, did you see that pop that's inside? I showed it on the live stream.
No, I didn't.
I bought it for Valerie because she said she
I didn't.
wanted it. I picked it up for her. It's Ein and Edward.
That's sick.
It's fucking badass.
Radical Edward.
Yep.
Awesome.
Isn't that like Kitty though?
Nope.
No, it's adult.
Bebop, yeah, Bebop's adult, yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
I don't know anything about it.
No,
That's
it actually is. It is adult. There's
Alrighty.
a couple movies and whatnot. I don't the kiddie anime stuff. I don't typically gravitate to. I typically
They always do
only-
the stupid face things and stuff. You know?
yeah,
all the
well,
weird
okay,
shit.
so there are some that have, like, there's some made by Funimation that I really like. They do make like the lolly or the different style where the character like leaves their human form for a second, turns into like this weird animated thing for like an emotion.
Yeah.
But then they go back. That's okay, but the kid anime is generally stuff that deals with less stressful plot devices, I guess. Like Evangelion is a drama, like the whole way through.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
it's about character
Evangelion, dude, you gotta
development.
you're stuck on that shit. You're
Yeah.
like, oh shit. Or like any type of Gundam. I mean, you're kind of
Gundam, like
Gundam's my
Blue
favorite.
Gender was my only my
Blue
favorite
Gender,
like
yeah.
robot one aside.
What was the
from
one that you like, Chris, where you
Evangelion.
skateboarded to? What was on?
that was Gundam.
There, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I was
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
That was a Gundam.
I always think of that
cartoons.
every time.
Was it
someone says
Gundam or was that Eureka 7?
No, it was Gundam.
Where they were doing the whole, like.
Wasn't that Machina?
Robotech.
Appleseed Machina or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Appleseed Machina
Appleseed.
was
I
pretty
forgot
good.
about that.
Yeah.
I saw that before.
Appleseed
couple
was
of
sick.
them. There's a couple of them.
Yeah, those are pretty good too.
It has like the bunny ear robot thing. I was like, why did you
Yeah.
do that? Like, that's weird.
Satellites, Johnny. You know,
Yeah,
those things come
sure.
Up in there.
Yeah, he's trying to detect something. I don't know.
detecting shit.
Sure.
You got detectives over here.
The first
detecting shit.
The first kind of anime that I don't know what I can. I guess what I consider
Akira was my first.
Was no, even before that, it was a show on
Star Blazers
on a local network, and it was Ultraman.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I remembered Ultraman.
Mine actually was Star Blazers. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, like way back when you're like
a kid.
Yeah,
Remember Silverhawks?
Back in
yeah,
1914.
Silverhawks was
1914
fucking sick.
when I was just.
I never saw that one.
You never seen Silverhawks?
I
Oh,
don't
dude,
think
that
so.
was dope as fuck, dude.
No.
That was like a daytime cartoon.
Mine was Star Blazers. Then it went to Akira. So.
Yeah.
Akira was sick, dude. I didn't understand Akira for like the longest.
Tetsuo! No, Kaneda!
Dude, yeah, dude, that was pretty
That
good.
bike is awesome.
Ooh, or Ninja Scroll. That was.
Oh yeah, Ninja Scroll was
Dude,
awesome.
the first time I
own
watched
that
Ninja
shit.
Scroll is my homie brought it in class one time.
You ever
and-
see that?
No.
You never seen Ninja
you-
Scroll?
oh,
Oh,
you
it's
fucked up.
pivotal.
No.
You fucked up.
You gotta watch
Gotta
Ninja
watch it.
Scroll.
It's like one of the fucking
It's like
first animes you watch is Ninja Scroll.
Yeah, Ninja Scroll's badass.
Really?
Yeah, if you hate
Okay.
anime, you'll like that one. It's
And then
just-
Bubblegum Crisis is up there too.
I think this was the first anime I ever saw. This is called Samurai Pizza Cats.
yeah, this is definitely not the anime I like.
That's
Yeah.
like this. No, this is
This
kid
is-
anime. Yeah, this was
yeah.
kid anime. But I think this was
Oh, the
first
first one. I got
first
you now.
one. Yeah, the first one I ever saw. That I like retained. I wasn't the original Voltron
Yes.
anime.
Oh yeah, I guess
it
you
was.
could
It
count
was,
that
right?
too. I didn't really
It was.
consider that,
Oh, it
but you're
was.
right.
Voltron.
I want to say the first anime I really remembered, not even Japanese, it was Fire and Ice. You guys remember that one? The old school like heavy metal type.
I remember the cover of it, but I
Yeah.
don't remember.
I remember, yeah, that was
seeing
like-
it.
Would Godzilla be considered anime?
No.
No.
Would that be
But
considered
from Japan.
claymation?
So-
No. I mean,
Oh.
have the. What's the origin of Godzilla? I don't know.
Godzilla was
He's
just
Japanese,
movies.
but I mean, the
It's
whole
not
thing
like
is-
Black and
based
white
on a
movies.
comic
Yeah, I
book,
mean they
right?
made anime shit after the fact.
Yeah,
you know what I
after,
mean?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
okay.
originally, no, it was black and
Yeah.
white, where there was a guy in a suit, little army man, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember all that.
Kicking buildings and shit.
All right, well,
wires and strings.
let's take a break real quick, and do you want to do some shout outs real quick because you're gonna take off, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Shout out to the wife, son. Get better soon. Corey, Nate, you're always on there too. I noticed. Corey, you're always on there. Kenny,
What up, Kenny?
Kenneth.
wherever you are, Kenneth.
Shout out to Bo.
Kenobi.
Shout out to Bo. Bo.
Yeah,
Mr.
the
Rice
Grim
Rocket.
86 family's grown a little bit, so that's kind of cool.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we got 2 new ones
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Sean and Chelsea for the donations on the podcast. We really appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Shout out to our normal viewers. We got Valerie, we got Jennifer. We're watching. Shout out to Chase and Ashley. They weren't on the live stream, but I'm pretty sure they're going to pick up this episode eventually. So shout out to them. Shout out to the Stevens, like we always do.
Stephen John.
The Estebans.
Shout out to Ian.
There's that.
And Chris, you got any shout outs before we go to break?
Yeah, shout out to my boy, Christian and.
You're thinking about what's his name?
No, because I was gonna
boy's
say
name?
I was gonna say my son's friend too. My boy Aaron. He's a good kid. He's
What?
good.
I'm a good kid.
No, not you.
You did that last year. You can't do it too.
Yeah.
Did I do it last time?
And yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You looked at me wrong.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be more organic.
Cut that part out then. Fuck you. Fuck you, Aaron.
Shout out to Ebby. Shout out to Danielle. Danielle, she's like she's an AMCAP girl. She's pretty cool.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely shout out to you then.
Yeah.
Check our sheet out.
Yeah.
dog.
I'm gonna send her a link.
Buy a T-shirt. Support the podcast.
Yeah,
Definitely.
buy some
Freedom.
shit.
Yeah, she was talking about ANCAP stuff on her like personal Facebook page,
Cool.
right? And
I might have to like, subscribe, and follow on this broad.
yeah, dude. But she was talking about like
Probably would not appreciate me calling her a broad.
I was just thinking that.
I don't think she would care, honestly.
I was just thinking
she's like
that,
she's
but-
super cool about. Like,
She's
freedom,
a nice
man.
lady.
Yeah.
Freedom, bro.
Yeah.
I say it's a term of endearment, but I guess the way it's taken, yeah.
It's funny because I like to call people assholes.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's funny because me and my wife were first dating, and I walked by and I fucking flipped her off. And people were like, oh my God, you flipped off your wife. And it's like, oh, you flipped off it? And she's all, that's how we say we love each other. It's a strong term of endearment to each other. So broad, asshole,
like,
fucker,
fuck
all
off.
that other shit.
Strong bond. Very strong bond.
Yeah.
She's with us, I can tell.
Bondage.
Maybe not that strong of a bond.
Strong bonds.
Well, the bond is only as tight as you make the knots. Anyway, on that note, we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break.
But
might take a break too. I don't know.
he's baked.
See how we feel.
Yeah.
And
Take a bake.
we'll come back and we'll give you guys a
Bye,
wrap
Aaron.
up. So we'll be back in a
Love
little
you,
bit.
Aaron. Bye, Aaron.
Instant transmission.
We'll go.
And welcome back. Why?
Yeah, we're back.
Okay. We're having fun. We're having fun here, folks. All right, so
Hey.
in the ass end of our show here,
Oh yeah, I can scoot over even more.
we
There
got a couple
Wrong
different
way.
a couple of what did you just
What?
say?
What? Yeah. What was that?
Huh?
What did you?
Did you just say Ron White?
Wrong
I heard Rumpelstiltskin.
Wrong way.
Oh, I was
It
like Ron White. I
super
like
slow. Ron
him.
White.
Aaron says bye.
Oh, that's right. Aaron
Bye.
usually
says bye,
Aaron,
so-
Aaron
yeah.
had to go.
Yeah.
Bye.
He turns into a pumpkin.
Okay, so this is gonna be the next one we have here.
God.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't know.
I got a headache already.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I pulled it up. It's up. It's live. So the title says, "California's making plans to track your children."
Statism.
How?
Do we have a
How
video
so?
here? What do we have? I don't know.
No.
That sounds.
Let me just
Just
see.
the
hideous.
devil.
Yeah,
Just the
Well,
devil.
Johnny.
Just a picture of the devil.
Wait, Johnny. What did you say what you just said again?
Which one?
That sounds. No. What did you say? Like you're like that sounds hideous.
Yeah, that sounds.
Well, it's the
hideous.
state, so
Sure.
Like
Yeah. He's like statism.
Well, it's the state, so
Yeah. Freedom Shrink in the background.
He's got some
starting at
shrinkage.
birth and continuing. Wow. And
There you
I still need. I got a big ass monitor for us to use here, and I still need fucking glasses.
Sure.
Continuing until your kid's grown up and in the workforce, California's new cradle to career data system will collect data from partner entities, in quotes,
China.
in order to provide
China.
in order to provide appropriate interventions and supports to address disparities in opportunities and improve outcomes for all students. That is the biggest blanket statement I've heard in a
This
fucking
is
long
the
time.
influence that China has on California, dude.
The Orient.
This is some fucking nanny state.
Yep.
Like overlord shit. This is crazy, dude.
The budget appropriates $10 million to get this started.
Wow, dude.
That's your money, people. That's your fucking money going to this bullshit.
Your roads.
Taxation, bro.
Holy shit, dude.
Oh, Jamie, won't they just take the $10 million out of the money they're already
This
getting?
is-
No! They're going to
dude.
raise taxes somewhere so they can fucking pay for this.
So they could
They
take
don't-
away your kids. I mean, it's basically a CPS nanny program that they're setting up here to constantly monitor your child.
Sorry.
Deep
All right,
down the
that's
hole.
That's pretty good.
It's like we're just trained now. If it
Yeah,
happens,
I love
Like,
it.
yeah.
I love
I
it.
fucking love that shit. I don't know.
Dude,
Everyone's
some
like annoyed
nanny
as
state
fuck
shit,
at
dude.
home watching this.
The,
shit.
God,
so
dude.
the problem that I have with something like this, okay, that sounds like an all good and fair idea. That what they're trying to do is make it so that you can always find a job or something, whatever. Okay,
Right.
I'm okay with that, with the concept of it. I'm not okay with how it's funded. How many times do we have to come up with this shit where it's like,
Right.
hey, that's a great idea, but you know how you could do it? The free market.
Sure.
That's pretty tight. You don't have to have the government steal from people to pay for this. Like, what the this is just becoming where we just talk about the same thing every
Well,
week.
You know, kind of have to, right?
No,
Yeah.
this is the point, because we're pointing out the disparities in government and in freedoms.
Sure.
You know, personal freedoms.
Free
you know?
market versus the state.
These fucking guys will set up these programs to constantly monitor your children, and pretty soon, I mean, they're guaranteed government jobs, and that's just more, you know,
Yeah.
just clones or drones for the workforce.
The sheep for the
Yeah.
for the tax system.
Cogs in
Tax
the
slaves.
in the clockwork, man.
In the clockwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in a big cuckoo clock.
That's this fucking country,
state,
if I ever
yeah.
fucking heard of it.
And when it hits 12,
We're just
Trump comes out. Cuckoo, cuckoo, you're fired. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
your guns.
Wall.
Bump stocks.
Right? Yeah, take the guns first.
Silencers.
To process second.
China.
Yeah, each time he comes out, the first one's cuckoo, and the rest is all
Some bullshit he says.
Russia.
12 times of statism.
Like anything
Yeah.
connected to Trump.
Yeah, you fucking
He says-
statists voted that fucking.
My hands aren't that small.
I forgot about that one.
They're terrific.
Yeah, right.
They're
exactly.
probably the best hands
Yeah.
any president has ever had.
This motherfucker, right?
Oh, man.
Hands down, the best hands
Yeah.
any president's ever had.
You liberals.
Just terrific.
You fucking leftist status.
Yeah, and
Just-
that's the funny part. The Trump supporters don't think they're leftists, but they are, dude.
They're all
They're
the same,
like,
man.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
no,
the same
and
bird.
They want
same
all the
wing
same
on the same
shit.
bird.
They legit think that they are not.
I know.
Like that is they think that they're fighting the
They
left.
like tariffs, bro. Like, that's
Yeah.
taxes, bro. Like, come on. Like, they don't understand that like, oh, no, the
That's-
tariffs are great. It brings jobs back to America.
It's fucking socialist,
Bro,
dude.
what the
Anytime
fuck,
you think
dog?
of taxes, man,
Yeah.
it's
What
like,
the fuck, dog?
How come we're not beating them in the fucking free market? That's what I'm thinking.
because there's not enough people
They're-
out there
Yeah.
that know what we know about it.
Yeah,
Everyone,
that's the
everyone-
problem, dude.
There's so many people out there that
We-
are willing to trash the free market. It's like, oh, it couldn't possibly
The
work
free
without some
market
type
has
of-
to rise up.
Because there
and-
isn't a
and-
free
and
market.
beat
That's the
down,
answer,
beat
really.
down
Right.
the government, dude.
Well, what
That's
State
the
has
only
too
way.
much control. You know
What I'm
I mean?
saying is that there's so many people out there willing to just bash it because they're like, that could never possibly work. And I'm
That's
like,
what they always say,
how does
too, right?
How does your version of this democratic socialism work?
Exactly.
It
So
fucking doesn't.
exactly. I was gonna say. So how's it working now? Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the same
Not
shit,
great.
dude.
Right.
Here's
yeah.
what I feel like is that most people are just content with living in society the way it is now, and all they see is us doing it. Oh, you're just complaining. Maybe
Yeah.
we are, but we're trying to start a conversation. There needs to be a better way to do what we are doing now. All the stuff that we have, we're not trying to take anything away. The only thing we're trying to take away is government control and
government
regulation.
yep.
It needs to be more about the individual. Like,
Boom.
I get to
That's what you
decide.
should've got right
Solely.
I get to decide what is good for me.
Right.
You don't get to decide it for me. And whether or not you fucking believe this in the slightest, like, you have to eventually come to the conclusion that anything that you vote on, you are ultimately forcing on me. Maybe we would vote on the same things, but you are still deciding for me, and that's not individuality. That is democracy. That's mob rule. That is not the way an ideal society can run. You should be able to have your social societies and your collectivist societies, but I don't want to be in it. I want to be in a society that's like
You do your own shit.
Yeah,
leave me the fuck alone.
Exactly. I want to live in like an ANCAP society or
Yep.
a
Free
libertarian
market
society.
society. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cash paid for everything.
Laissez-faire.
No fucking taxes.
Or trade or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Barter, yeah,
gold,
fucking-
whatever.
That's what the trades are for, right?
Just
Yeah.
To
voluntary
trade.
transactions that involve
Right.
no state middleman taking their cut. 'Cause I think that's bullshit. I think if I want anything paid for, I should pay for it. You shouldn't take a little bit of what I earn and decide what you want to do with it.
You're right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
So-
who the fuck knows? Like, oh yeah, like our tax money's supposed to go and pay the roads or pay for the roads and shit, and it doesn't.
Infrastructure is the key word that they use
Yeah.
now. That's like their favorite.
They're just a mob. That's all they are. It's just a simple mob fucking strong arming us with their military police state. I mean, it's
fucked. It's fucked. Man.
It truly is fucked, man.
Well,
people don't. I mean, people don't see it because you get so complacent in your day to day. Soap operas and your job fulfillment and like
work, school, job,
like,
family.
So it's like you have
entertainment.
You're trying to maintain all these things in a home, and you just allow the fucking controllers to control you.
Yeah. Well, it makes it easier because it's like now you don't have to worry about the roads,
right?
Because you're getting your money taken, so it's like like it's not a big problem. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to go out of my way and help.
It's like we're all just we are all just programmed to do what we're like, not to talk about this stuff, not to talk about free will, like even like just getting shouted down for talking about You all right, dude?
Yeah, I was just thought of Grumpy Bear for a second. There when you said getting shouted down.
was I being grumpy? What?
No, last week.
I'm looking at shit here.
I just got triggered.
Oh, okay.
It was funny.
Okay.
Continue.
You got me, man.
Yeah, you said continue.
You got me.
You said
dude.
about getting shouted down.
Yeah, people do that. I mean, you can't have an opinion without
Right.
If it's an unpopular opinion, then
And what's funny too is a lot of the stuff that we have isn't just because it's an unpopular opinion. It's actually not even thought about. So when they hear it the first time, a lot of people, it's just like
we are free.
yeah.
Like, what do you mean we're not free?
Right.
Like just that connection.
And then it always goes into that. But how would we do?
Yeah.
Did you drive here in your car that you have to pay registration
right.
and insurance for? Did you drive here with your driver's license that you had to pay fucking yearly for? Did you drive here?
Yeah, because I didn't want to get shot.
Yeah. Did you do all these things that you had to comply to before you actually fucking showed up here? Like, think about it. Nobody think I'm free. Are you though?
But are you?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, yeah. Name one thing that you like to do that isn't regulated, licensed, taxed, or otherwise illegal.
Don't worry,
I'll
wait.
Yeah. Can't.
There's really not. There's nothing. Love is controlled, and you have to have a marriage certificate, right? Like, you have to be certified to be married, and then if you decide that you're gonna love the same sex, then that's regulated also. I mean.
I was thinking in prostitution too, which isn't really love but sex. But I mean, like, that's all regulated, and you can't do that.
You can't do that. It's your body. You know?
Yeah. And if you don't want to do it, then don't do it.
Right.
Yeah, so I think something should be said about sex workers, and that we need to acknowledge. Obviously, there are a lot of people in the sex worker industry that don't want to be there. I get it. That is wrong. But if it's voluntary and you want to be there, that's your fuck. Dude, we all watch porn. Like, what the fuck? Those are sex workers. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. It's like fucking you keep bringing me that smut because I
because of the fucking supply and demand.
Yeah, I consume that product, okay?
Supply and
I
demand.
need it. So
that's the only thing that matters, right? That's the only thing that should matter is there a demand for this supply? Yes. Okay, you're free to conduct business.
Are you hurting anyone?
Yeah, are you hurting?
So
I mean,
yeah, if you, like, and that's what it comes down. Whoa,
I mean, I've hurt myself a few times after a couple hours.
Like, what if child rape is
pulled the
illegal,
muscle every once in a while.
Jamie? Right? Like, everyone's like, oh, like, guys, what if people are always gonna say like, well, what if they're gonna make child porn legal somewhere? Well, that's
who's gonna stand for that first off?
That's what I'm saying.
So it's just like that the truck flipped over on the side of the road, right?
Yeah.
It's just like that.
But we said as long
people
as
are gonna run in
you
there
can
and
do
stop
whatever you want, as long as you're
not
harming
hurting.
somebody. That's
I know.
hurting somebody.
Well, what I'm saying exactly, and what I'm trying to say is that is usually the argument that a leftist will come at you with.
Always.
Right?
What
Not
if
usually always.
this is legal here? How do you deal with that? Well, me personally, wherever I live, I wouldn't live in an area that condoned that kind of behavior. So I'm doing my part to stifle.
And maybe
that type
your
of behavior.
area might not like that the area next to you has that, and therefore you go in there and you fucking handle business.
See, and now here's where the moral conundrum comes in, because where do we draw the line on the non-aggression principle?
Well, if you're assaulting and hurting people, maybe people are going to stand up, because I wouldn't let that.
Well, first off, it's a personal principle, so you have to be able to follow that personal principle.
Yes.
As a group, we could never do that. Like as a group
as a
of
collective
people,
type.
as a collective, no way.
Individual.
Something somewhere somebody has a different moral compass
Just
than
like
you
the
do.
people that went and saved
Right?
that guy in the truck. Same thing, right? It
Right.
was individuals that decided to do that. There was a lot of
Right.
people driving by that didn't do anything.
Yeah.
The Revolutionary
yeah,
War.
there's definitely
was
more
fought
people who
over
drove
3%
by.
of the population.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
There's definitely
so-
more people who drove by than stopped.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So now,
Yep.
Yipper.
And it all comes down to what I think. So in the child porn thing, like it comes down to the non-aggression principle in that area.
Absolutely.
If these children are being hurt and they, I mean,
And
even
self
though-
ownership,
and they don't want to be hurt anymore, and they physically cannot defend themselves, well, then I think it's okay for me to come in and defend them because they are expressing that they don't want to be in the situation that they are. They don't have the means to
Yeah.
get themselves out of it. I, being an able-bodied adult, maybe I can get them out of it, right? So I think that's okay. That's justified against with the non-aggression principle because that is property that's being harmed.
Kind of like if you have the power to help that situation,
And
you should be
right?
you should feel
stand up
compelled
and
to do
what's
so.
right.
Yeah.
Well, it's about being a good human, right?
Right. Right.
And like, I don't know. I just don't think that like people understand that part of it. Like,
Right.
would you stand by and watch literally a kid getting his ass beat on the side of the road if you're a libertarian? No, you would step up and do something.
Right.
Like, it
Right.
doesn't mean that you have to like, form a government,
Right.
and come in and stop
Yeah.
it. It means that you are going to step up and do what's right.
And this is that saying I said the other day. Is like, what if 51% voted to kill the 49%? You know,
You just brought up something really good. Can
What's
I
up?
interrupt your
Sure.
thought?
Go ahead.
Okay, so just by the same thing, Jamie, that you're hearing with them, like, what if they allow or what if there's child pornography and all that? Well, what if it's a state that allows the child pornography? Like all these countries that will be in the Middle East region that allow that shit. With marrying, not the pornographic stuff, but like the
I know what you're talking
marrying kids that are like
11
6.
and 12.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? So, like, is that okay? But that's state sanctioned.
Yeah, that's state.
So the way that
No,
the
it's not
statists
okay.
look at it, right?
Yeah, it's not okay.
That's not cool. Like, so why isn't someone else doing nothing about it? Because they're all in a collective and they all know that government is the authority, right?
Right.
So that can clearly happen in a state.
Right.
They
so
could, absolutely.
that already destroys their argument right now. What's happening now?
Right.
In states, which we talk about statism,
Yeah.
it's happening.
There's a lot of that bullshit going around our fucking country
Hollywood
right now. Hollywood. It's so disgusting to me. Like,
well, and it's all so underground and stuff, but it's really like, and the rich and the elite are doing it, and it's just disgusting. Dude.
There's that one dude who's gotten busted for it, right?
There's a few that have gotten busted for it.
They're like this billionaire guy.
So Eric
I don't really
July,
want to say his name.
Eric July, our libertarian buddy here, he had a video on the Soka sisters. And if you go look on his page, click his little link there, and then go look at it, and just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So they wrote a Black Widow from a Marvel comic. It should be if you look at videos, it should be in the last like 5, 6, no more than 10 videos. And we posted it on Groom 86 page, so you guys can check it out. But basically, the two sisters, they do like horror movies and horror shows and stuff like that.
Soska sisters?
Yeah. And so they, if you want to just pull it up real quick, just so they could see it, then they can go visit it themselves and watch it.
I'll just mute it and play it while,
Sure.
you talk about it.
So the two sisters, this is his video about it, and he even contacted them and stuff about it. But basically what happened was they wrote a comic book about, it was Black Widow, like the Avenger.
Right.
And I have the run, too. It's a 5-issue run. It's really good. And she's there in this country, and she's going and stopping child trafficking and all that stuff. So fast forward to now what he's talking about is they have a new movie coming out, and they're trying to promote it, and Twitter banned them. And they think it's backlash because of the content. Like Hollywood elites are all into that shit, so they think it's backlash and stuff. That's it. That's issue number 1, by the way. There's 5 of them. Really good fucking comic. If you guys like comics, get it. It's Black Widow's like latest run, and it's 5 parts.
Right.
And it's Soka Sisters. It's fucking awesome. I love it. You guys can check it out if you guys want to borrow it from me. But
I heard Disney's making a Black Widow movie, right? Is that
yeah?
who's
It's supposed to be,
doing
I
it?
think, a prequel to the other ones. But
really,
yeah. So, but anyways,
is that the storyline? I wonder.
I doubt it. I would highly doubt that Hollywood would put that out.
Or Disney.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
If it is, that'd be awesome, but it's not. So this story takes place now, like current. You know what I mean? So it's like, because she didn't die like in the fucking movie. So
right.
Yep.
Alternate universe
Spoiler
bullshit.
alert.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, the movies are all based in a fucking alternate.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's the way I look at them. Like,
well, they
totally
are because
different.
like for instance, Nick Fury is not real Nick Fury. So like Nick Fury is a white dude with a patch on his eye. Like it's a different guy.
Right.
So
yeah, it's all alternate universe. I mean,
but anyways, they got backlash. They got backlash basically because they stood up against this shit. And it's crazy because when you read like some of the Punisher comic books, Black Widow.
yeah, especially the Punisher.
Maybe,
he was notorious for going after
you
child
don't fuck
molesters.
with
yeah.
kids, dude. I think even Domino has one on that. I just read it and I feel like there was. But anyways, they all go against that shit. They can't handle that. Even Wade Wilson, our Deadpool boy, he does not. You can do all shit to whoever, kill everyone and all that shit, but you fuck with kids and it's like on, dude.
Yeah, Deadpool 2, we fucking shot that dude in the head immediately.
Only best friends execute pedophiles together. He says that's Cable.
Nice.
Awesome.
Which, that was before Disney owned it.
Disney's got it now. I wonder what they're going to do with it.
Yeah. Well, they said they weren't going to really fuck with it, but we'll see. But anyways, I think that the whole thing is with the pedophile thing and all that stuff and all the kids and all that stuff. It runs deep in all the elite organizations.
Oh yeah, all those circles.
Yeah, you hear it get leaked out about like royal families
Right.
of different countries and whatnot, and you hear about it definitely in the Middle East. You hear about it all over the place. It's definitely one of those topics no one wants to fucking talk about.
Right.
Hollywood has it in a major way in the underground. People came out. What was that one actor from the 80s that came out and admitted that? Guy.
No idea.
The guy from Lost Boys. The two guys that are hunting the vampires, the two kids.
Kevin Bacon?
No.
Oh, you're talking about
Corey
Feldman?
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
He was one of them. He came out and said all that shit too.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what just passed too is the anniversary of the death of Chester Bennington. And
oh god, has it been a year already?
Yeah, it's been a whole it just passed and that was like that was kind of like a big thing that was going around is that he had a list of pedophiles in Hollywood. You know, and it was all connected. It was connected to Corey Feldman. I mean, they were all like
Deadpool 2, the guy that plays what's it, Bedlam or whatever, the Terry, whatever his name is, the actor, the black guy, Terry
Crews.
Yeah, is that his name? He's the guy that is in X-Force in Deadpool 2. He spoke before I think Congress or something about the whole thing.
Yeah, Terry Crews. Yeah,
he came out and was talking about the whole thing.
No.
And he was like, he admitted that he was the big buff dude.
Yeah, that's Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Old Spice
From,
for a while.
I think so.
Or the guy who played Cage. You're talking about?
No, that's a different guy. Different guy. You want to look him up just real quick?
No, I know he was groped or somebody was groped.
Yeah, he came out and actually admitted that he was sexually abused when he was a kid.
Oh, as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
that's Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's another one. But, like, yeah, and he's just like, that's awesome. He just came out and said, what's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Call out bad shit. Don't let that shit stay under the radar. I hate it when you hear people come out later in life saying that stuff. It's like, no,
I mean,
go after evil.
yeah.
I get it if you're a kid. Don't get me wrong. But
well,
once you
even
become an
it
adult,
affects you in your.
That's true. That's true.
Psychologically, it's the worst
Yeah.
thing you could do to.
But that's
somebody.
awesome that
Yeah.
he could fucking do that. Come out and say, fuck this shit.
Totally. When you
well,
address
he's like, now I'm the size of a fucking truck.
Right, I'm scared of these.
Come after me.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's part of X-Force. Well, he did die in the bus right away with the parachute.
That will happen.
Yeah,
that will
All right.
happen. Do you want to watch some of these Eric July videos? We got this Chris Pratt wearing the "Don't Tread on Me" shirt. I think.
No, we don't have to go through that one.
Okay,
no,
we can
that's
do
a
that
long one.
This one's only 3.5 minutes long. This one says, if you don't like it, you can leave.
Oh yeah, let's play this. This is something we can talk about.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little loud. I remember this one's recorded.
Okay, I will make sure to. It's already.
That's probably
down
good.
pretty
Yeah.
far. And then let's go ahead and pop over.
This guy hasn't
onto
made
the
videos for a while, but his videos are legit. So everyone that was talking a couple weeks ago about like, oh, well, if you don't like America, you should leave and all that shit. This guy's gonna answer all your shit right here.
And our Chris.
If you don't like the government, you can get out.
So a little ANCAP take on this.
I hear this anti-libertarian cliche all the time, usually from conservatives who spent the last 8 years complaining about everything the Obama administration did.
If this country disgusts you so much,
How he filters it.
Do you see the hypocrisy there? There are a few major problems with this argument. The first is just that if you complain about the government in any way, you should leave.
Right.
Why? Couldn't this apply to literally any politically active person at all? If you don't
any
agree
stance.
with every single thing that the current government is doing or approve of the way that it's being run, don't bother trying to vote for change or argue for any alternative system. You can just get out, you hypocrite. Of course, the very obvious counter-argument is that because I'm an anarchist, they're not arguing that I shouldn't try to change the government, they're just arguing that I shouldn't try to abolish it. If you don't like government at all, you can just leave. And go where exactly? To the clearly existing state of Ancapistan? See, that argument may have actually made a little bit of sense when there were United States communists arguing for a version of the Bolshevik Revolution. In fact, many people did defect to communist countries. Even North Korea had 4 American defectors during the Korean War, and they were treated like celebrities while they were over there in North Korea. But for anarchists, no such option is available, and the people making this cliche argument know that this is the case, which is what makes it such a schoolyard retort to begin with. The fact is, there have been anarchists who have attempted to set up anarchist societies. The Seasteading Institute is a great example of anarchists trying to create private societies off of the oceans. But while these ideas are fantastic, they simply aren't feasible for most people, and that's because of the final reason that this argument is nonsense. In economics,
the technology has not been
transaction costs. The reality is that moving to another country is incredibly
I like that he did say, though, that like
exist as monopolies
it's so
on
juvenile
certain
that you can't
territories,
argue about
even if
things.
you're
You have to
able
get out.
Find work or
Right.
afford the move, some countries still won't allow you to move to them. So even if Ancapistan did exist, moving there would require an incredible degree of capital. And this would also mean leaving communities, family members, and friends. Why should we be expected to make this sacrifice just because we don't agree with your ideal form of government? My response, whenever somebody tries to tell me that if I don't like government, I can leave, is to point out to them that I'm not the problem. You're the ones supporting institutionalized theft and murder.
Boom.
You're the
We weren't
problem.
supposed to have
If
a big
anybody
government.
should leave, dear statist, it's you.
There you go.
Yeah, dude.
So when we were hearing all that shit about
Drop that guy a fucking
what do you call
like.
it? What Trump was saying to get out to the Democrats, even though we don't agree with the Democrats or the Republicans.
Right.
It's like, so you can't win an argument and you're just telling people to get out.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Well, it's
dude.
kind of like the reverse when as soon as like the liberals call you a racist, like you can't have a conversation anymore.
Yeah, well, that's what they always try to do. They just start name calling or trying to walk away from the conversation.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, that's somebody that can't defend their position. You know.
Yep.
All of a sudden, you're a racist, or you can get out.
Yeah.
You know, you can get out of here.
That was really good. I think
Trump's
we should-
gonna round you up. I get a lot of that.
Oh God.
Yeah. I get
Do
a
you
lot of that.
really?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
That's so fucking racist.
Yeah. Hey, fuck them.
Oh my God.
I'm an American. I ain't going anywhere, dude.
I know that's still so fucked that they would even bother to say.
Dude, I get a lot of that, man. That's par for the course. Like whenever you have a political debate and you start destroying somebody, it's like ICE is on their way to pick you up. Like that kind of shit. Like to me, dude, that's
Republicans right there.
That's way petty, dude. And no, it's both sides. It's
Saying
both sides.
ICE?
Because if you're Uncle Tom, what they consider an Uncle Tom, then you can leave if you don't like it here.
Yeah.
And then the other
that's
side
why
is
it's like
you don't belong here. Get the hell out of here. You know.
So basically, what we've all learned here today is when people say that, they're being fucking statist.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
You're just being a shitty person.
Yeah. You can tell people get the fuck out of your house, get off your
if you're a decent
social
person,
media
have a
platform.
conversation
It's
with them.
it's your fucking platform. It's your thing.
Have a
But when you're talking
conversation.
about a country who's already stealing shit from you,
right?
The whole point is to have this like freedom of discussion. You know, to like debate things. And if you disagree with something, it's like, why do I gotta fucking leave?
Yeah.
Like
why
I don't
why
have
is that
your,
the final solution?
Because I don't have your mob rule opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't have your values. I don't have your opinion. I don't. You know, like it's same thing. Okay, so if I'm debating with somebody who is Hispanic, that's the first thing that comes up. like you're Hispanic, you're supposed to think this way.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. I'm a free human being with my own thoughts and want to produce my own actions, you know? Like, doesn't matter. I'm not following the crowd.
They want the
exactly.
They want the group think thing,
right?
The mob rule thing. So
absolutely,
like, if we belong to X, then we have to believe like X. We can't be individuals. We have to be fucking statist or collectivist or whatever, right?
Right. I don't want anybody telling me, you know, having any
tribalism. There you go.
Yeah, tribal.
It's totally a tribalist kind of way of thinking.
I can't do that, man. That's crazy to me.
Be an individual. Be free. Do your own shit.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that they're like so individual and they're on their own and they think freely. It's like, but do
and
you
they're
though?
woke.
Yeah.
Woke,
that's the biggest joke,
dude.
Like they're not, man.
I feel so
like,
bad for the wokies,
you
dude.
just yeah, right. Yeah, you guys got to think for yourself.
I'm not trying to say that we are either. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to say that, like, fuck, dude. There's so many people out there like.
We do know that the state's
I just don't want
everyone.
anybody telling me what to do. That's what it finally like. My final solution is
don't boss me, bro.
Don't boss
and
me.
Stay out of my business,
bro, dude.
Right?
Come on, man. Give me some space. Okay.
I dig
some
it.
elbow room.
Some elbow room because I'm claustrophobic.
Okay,
you guys want me to go ahead and do the wrap up here, and we'll get this thing tied off. You guys,
I was just doing a little Austin Powers, Dr. Evil. I'm hip. I'm cool. Oh. Whatever that was, the Macarena.
Yeah, he was doing something cool.
He's hip and cool.
Something really cool.
He's super cool.
Sure.
Are you guys ready for the wrap up?
Go for it.
Okay. So, for today's wrap up, we're going to say, stop getting into fights in restaurants, assholes.
Pointless.
Come on, Five Guys and Five Guys? Don't be, like, you're just setting yourself up for a fucking news title there.
That's top 10.
Cops posing as construction workers are assholes.
Hashtag gang
That's fucking stupid.
Big time assholes.
Buy a private island, asshole.
That was super cool.
Not near
Except for the
not
water.
near the water.
Yeah, you got to get it on a island on a lake, but you drain the lake.
Definitely.
I figured it out.
Or you could just get a peninsula, like Florida. You know,
still too
kind of connected.
Too much water, man.
All right.
The lake, at least we can get the water out of there.
Barbecue in public with friends, asshole.
That was awesome.
That was
by the
fucking
way.
amazing.
That
Freedom.
was
Freedom
cool,
as fuck, dude. Shotguns are cool, asshole. Like that.
Not that one.
Yeah. Shotguns are pretty
Shotguns
cool.
are
Not that
cool.
one,
Not
no,
that. Yeah, asshole.
Stop lighting shit on fire, asshole. Especially anime studios. Come on, man. We don't need that.
And just because they're baby sharks, they're still fucking assholes.
Which means stay the fuck out of the water, asshole.
Yes.
All right?
Slither up
yeah,
your
status
anus.
can leave, not us, asshole.
You can get out.
Beat it.
And then I'm going to go ahead and wrap it all the way up here with you got some sauce in your face. Fuck
Ooh.
you, man.
Yeah, that was a good video. I like that video.
That was good.
Yeah, I like it. All right, Chris.
That's it for us, everybody. Thank you once again for joining Grim 86 Freedom First podcast. You know, I always say, don't trust your leaders. We out. Peace.
Bye.
Not a crook.
Sorry.